First time using StreamYard. Hey, we're live. Woohoo! All right. The
NFL draft.
We're back. You got TJ Watt on the screen, folks. And it's a banger going to be out here for tonight, folks. We got Packers fan here, of course, me. And then we got a Bears fan. Yeah, you got to have the Packers-Bears rivalry. But it's a good rivalry, I will say, folks. You got to have Charlie. Charlie, who's been a guest on my show, very much so. So, Charlie, welcome as you co-host with us.
Yes, very glad to be back. The last time we were talking about it pre-show. Last time we were talking, we were previewing the Bears-Packers game.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, yes, the Bears have actually made it back into a rivalry. So that adds a little fire to it. Previously, it was the Packers running all over us. But tonight, we are both further towards the end of the draft, which is where we like to be. So it is a different experience for us Bears fans. Usually we are looking at mock drafts much more intently. I'm very glad to not be as into the mock drafting this year.
That's been me so far. I really haven't done the only mock I've done is just my team of well, I did do the first round mock. I did that, and then I did the Packers, of course, one through how many picks you got with the Dante and Wicks trade, of course, that came not too long ago, folks. So that's what I've done. I haven't done too much, but I know in this class, I don't know if you feel the same way, Charlie. Like this is one of the weaker classes. I know next year is supposed to be a very stronger draft across the board for different positions.
Yeah, it certainly has been that way. The experts are saying this is a weaker draft across the board. I still think there's some big prospects that we'll see make a name. But yeah, I think the talent level is definitely not what we've seen in previous years. And I always think whenever there's a quarterback, what's the opposite of like quarterback heavy draft? The weak quarterback draft, I guess you could say, the entertainment level always drops quite a bit, which is what we're saying. When we start having conversations about Carson Beck possibly being a first-round draft pick, that's how you can kind of gauge that this NFL draft isn't exactly one of the more quarterback talented draft classes. So,
No, definitely. Charlie, what is your hot take for tonight's draft?
Ooh, my hot take for tonight's draft. I think Jeremiah Love goes higher than expected. I think we could see Jeremiah Love going even number 3 to the Arizona Cardinals.
I could see that, yeah. That's been popping
up. And another guy who I really like. I won't say anything about the draft position or anything. I've loved Jordan Tyson. I watched him a ton playing at Arizona State with Sam Levitt. Those two were a absolute dynamic duo. I think if he can stay healthy, I think he's going to be a very, very fun guy to watch. But I've been a huge proponent of saying no matter what in the draft, where you end up and what system you're in completely dictates most of the time how well you perform in the NFL. I think we can see that especially with quarterbacks, but I think it applies to all prospects at all positions. Where you end up, the system you end up in, the coaching staff you're with heavily weighs on your success in the NFL.
No, absolutely. It's going to be quite interesting. I think, I agree with you, Charlie. I think Jeremiah Love is going to go high. I had a mock to the Titans in my mock, but I do think the third overall pick with the Cardinals, that's going to be the first big domino to determine where we're going to see in the draft, because that pick has been today getting so many calls of trade down, getting so many trade offers. So that's going to be the first big puzzle to see how it's going to shift, I feel like, for these guys. Now, to go back what you mentioned before about with the wide receivers, do you think Jordan Tyson is the number 1 wide receiver in this draft?
You know what? I think that, in my opinion, I would say if you're looking for a wide receiver who has the top end speed, can go out and make plays, I think it's Jordan Tyson. I don't think he's a physical guy. I remember a lot of people were mocking him to the Los Angeles Rams. I do not think that would be a good fit whatsoever. The Rams use receivers quite a bit in the run game. He's not a physical receiver whatsoever. He's not the guy who's going to get involved in the run game and get his nose, dirty like that. That would be, I think, a little bit more Carnell Tate. He's definitely not. He's got great size. He's not one of the biggest receivers we've seen coming out. But in my personal opinion, yes, I think Jordan Tyson, from just a athletic standpoint, is the best receiver in the draft. But the big thing is, can he stay healthy? We've seen it throughout college. I think every single year he's missed games. I mean, obviously he ended last season missing the back half of the season. So his big thing is, can he stay healthy?
Yeah. Absolutely. And the draft is underway. We got the Raiders officially on the clock here, so hopefully it goes very quick and fast. But they always like to milk the
They
clock as
love,
usual.
yeah.
But the
This
nice
is
thing I will say, Charlie, is it's lower time this time. It's not 10 minutes, it's 8 minutes. So like the time limit has changed, which is actually nice. Because we know last year how long that took for us of when we were doing this. So that's the one nice benefit. Like to have a little bit less time frame here.
Yeah, I mean it's always ridiculous when the team drafting first wants to take forever. I'm like, you guys have had what 4 months to make this pick? Like, come on, man,
Yes.
let's speed it up here a little bit. We know who we're taking. Let's get it over with. And I appreciate it. I think now people are starting to realize, the NFL draft has turned into another viewing experience for fans,
Yes.
and we need to speed it up if they want people to actually be watching. So I appreciate it. From a viewing perspective, I'm sure NFL GMs and front offices are definitely not happy. But for us, I appreciate it greatly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, I mean, folks, you can go on whatever the latest odds are. Charlie was saying early that you could make the bet and it'd be $10. You win a money. So, hey, go get some $10 right now. I'm not going to put a bet on it, but hey, you can go do it, Charlie, or folks in the
Like
crowd.
I like I said, if you see a free $10 on the ground, do you pick it up? Like, come on, it's a free $10. So if you have $1 million to be able to gamble, it's not $1 million, but probably I would
Mhm,
assume something like probably putting $1,000 if you just want to throw $1,000 to get 10,
mhm.
and those odds are still available somewhere. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, the Raiders will be on the clock, and then we got the Jets on deck. You got the Cardinals in the hole, which I think, and Charlie also agrees that that could be the first big domino we're going to see if it's going to be a trade or they're going to stay. Now, I had the Cardinals mocked. I had them taking who did I have? I'm taking Francis Mogoa, offensive tackle from Miami. I had him mocked in this case. That's if they go stick with it. Now, I know Charlie was mentioning earlier about running back. Jeremiah Love could obviously go with that. I will find it interesting if they do go for that because I know they spent this past offseason on James Conner. I know they re-signed his contract. That would be very interesting to see if they go with Jeremiah Love. That would be the interesting taste, Ray, if the Cardinals take him.
Yeah, and I'll have to double check what was that James Conner contract, because that can tell you a lot about what is 2 year, 19 million. I mean, that's
That's a cheap.
in today's NFL. I think we're starting to see the value of NFL or like running backs
Yes,
increase a little bit.
absolutely.
What was it like? Gosh, 4 or 5 years ago, they had that
It was
NFL running Zoom call to
yep.
kind of sit on there and be like, "Hey, man, we need
Saquon,
to."
all them. Yep.
Yeah, we need to get the running back value back up, because for a while there, yeah, it was definitely tanked.
Yep.
But I think people are understanding. I mean, that's a decent contract, but I think that's one you're saying, you're very willing at that position to pay for a second running back. I mean, in the NFL now, it's obvious the best teams are using two running backs effectively, and if you can do that, like that's massive for your football team, and we see it. My Chicago Bears did it great last year with a rookie in Monangai, and then also with a guy they
Yeah.
spent the money on in DeAndre Swift. So
Underrated fantasy football value right there, folks. Of a young guy who nobody knew about until like he actually started popping off, and some people question why isn't he the RB1 out there for the Bears?
yeah, I mean, I think he could possibly. I think what the big thing would hit for him would be he was decent receiving, but it's evolving into the pass game. I mean, I think that's where Swift has shown he's got the really good value. He's great
Yes.
catching the football out of the backfield. So if he can evolve into that, that's where I think he'll really start to see the value. So
Yeah,
all
definitely.
right, we got
Kick us
the
in.
team. Yeah, we got the highlights of Fernando Mendoza playing, but he's not drafted yet. So
Right now, folks, as we just mentioned, go get your free $10 before it's too late at this point.
yeah, I mean, I think the craziest thing about it. I mean, obviously it's all wrapped up now, and it was it was a storyline going through, but I really don't think like people can put into perspective how crazy it is that Indiana won the national championship. I mean, this was genuinely like the worst college football program in history, the
Yes.
losingest college football program in history. Obviously, Fernando Mendoza was kind of the guy that took them over the hump.
Yep.
Before then, it was Rourke. I think Parker Rourke. That could be his brother. but the Ohio transfer, Curtis Rourke. Curtis Rourke, I think,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I have that right. They were good with him, make the playoff, but then you get Mendoza in there, and obviously takes them to the promised land, wins the national championship. But it is just so insane. I mean, when you think about it, if you told me 3 years ago that you were a time traveler and the Indiana Hoosiers won the college football national championship, I would have been like, well, time traveling is obviously not real because this guy has no idea what he's talking about.
Mhm.
It's an insane storyline when you think about it. But it's super cool. Really goes to show you what a great head coach can do. And in this modern day of college sports, how quick a team can turn around as well.
It's absolutely one like the biggest crazy stories I've seen in like college sports. Like you take a team that didn't exist and now it's great. And now the commissioner has the first pick in. Again, get your quick $10, folks, before it happens. And it
Ooh.
just finished. Too late. You already lost your $10 right there, folks. According to Charlie.
I love booing the commissioner as he comes out.
It's the classic
Great tradition.
tradition.
Yeah,
Classic
great tradition.
tradition. All right. Well, 1-for-1 we are, Charlie. Let's go on the board here.
Everyone is 1-for-1. If you aren't, I don't know what you were. I don't know what articles you were reading. Maybe you were looking at the 2025 NFL mock drafts, but congratulations to 99.9% of people for selecting that correctly.
Yep. So there we go, folks. The first pick's on the board. Now we got the Jets, who theirs is interesting because all day I've been hearing it's between Reese and Bailey is the kind of the area I've seen bits of like pass rush. I think pass rush is definitely going to be the first guest pick, and then I know they have the second one, which for what I've been told, it's up for grabs, and I think it could be wide receiver. There are multiple ways they can go at it. That will be interesting to see, though, folks. But I had a mock to Reese. I've been seeing more Bailey news on the radar, but I don't know how you feel, Charlie. I just feel it's gonna be one or the other, but it's like question is what's gonna bring, because I think it was Bailey that brings more of like what Glenn wants in the defense for the Jets, but Reese already has that production. He already brings that, like you already have that. And like when I think of Reese, he kind of reminds me of, I'm not gonna say he's Micah Parsons, but he reminds me of like how you utilize Micah Parsons and like how you put him different positions, move him more versatile. That's what I've seen out of Reese so far. So
Yeah.
like I would take him. I value it more than just like the perfect fit mold, unless like there's no better prospect. And in my opinion, I think like Jeremiah Love is the best prospect in this draft.
Yeah, from a sheer talent standpoint, I would agree with that. I mean, when you talk about Arvell Reese, and it's like when you put him, I think they like to say like the scouts and everything. You put the guy in socks and underwear, meaning like you put him in the combine, and you look at him just like frame, and the metrics he put up at the combine was insane. I mean, a 4.46 40-yard dash at 243 pounds is insane, and that's where you can start to really make those comparisons to Michael Parsons. Is just like this guy's an absolute freak athlete. So when you look at it from that standpoint, yeah, like 100%, he can come in and he can be a guy that instantly makes an impact. But yeah, David Bailey is more of the guy that fits the scheme of the Jets a little bit more. So it's kind of just who do they like more at this point? It's just who do you like more? Who do you think fits better, and who do you want to work with, really? So I don't think you can go wrong here. I definitely don't have a preference over one or the other, but we'll see what they do. And yeah, this will be a domino to see. I think it'll be Arvell Reese.
Yeah,
that's what I have mocked here, but we will see for sure.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes left on the clock here. Phones are going here, so we'll see if a trade or maybe the pick is in already. Hold on.
This is crazy to me
pick
too.
is in already.
Yeah,
All right,
they knew what they were doing too.
At least they didn't milk the clock as the first pick. I'll take that. I'll take the Jets, even though you haven't won let's think about that. They haven't won a playoff game, Charlie, since the Packers won the Super Bowl, and that's a long time.
Yeah. It's really insane to think about. I mean, Mark Sanchez was their quarterback the last time they won a playoff game. It's insane.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, definitely insane that how bad this franchise has been. I feel for New York sports fans. Giants tragically bad, and you look to baseball. The Mets just broke a 12-game losing streak. It's all bad New York. So hopefully the Knicks can have a good good postseason here.
And they
but it's
played
been
tonight.
rough for New York sports.
Yep, it's been rough. The Knicks played tonight in basketball, so maybe they have this swing. I mean, I would say they kind of the easy path. If the Knicks don't screw themselves, they play their own ball. They have it in the core. I think they have a good shot to go far.
They absolutely blew game
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they blew that. It's like
Yeah.
as a Sixers fan personally here, I know that, and I have no confidence of us winning the series against the Celtics. I thought it was a fluke that we won against the Celtics game too, but yeah, I mean, if Embiid comes back, which he's not going to come back tomorrow's game, but
Yeah.
if he comes back like game 6, okay, then I have optimism we can win this.
Yeah, I mean that series. I mean, it shows you like in the modern NBA, any team can win any game. You get hot. But yeah, I'll be intrigued to see on the basketball side of things as well. But before I go down too long of a tangent on the NBA playoffs, because I have been tuning in, but
there we go.
We'll stick with the NFL draft content. That's what the people want right now.
Exactly. All right, pick. Here we go, folks. Roger Goodell announcing the pick here.
Boo.
I should just get a boo. I need like a boo background noise, like
boo sound effect.
Ooh, David Bailey. Okay.
Aha.
Okay.
All right. Well, you know what? Most people's mock drafts are probably screwed up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, mine is no longer perfect, even though I said it's a jet move. I feel like because you're not going to go for the better player. I think it was just more like what fits the system, which I understand with Aaron Glenn because like he's in his year 2 and everything. So it's like very curious to see because they're like revamping the whole team. So like you got to start something that like works for yourself instead of like I prefer to do Reese, but like again, like there's no bad option. I mean, 14.5 sacks last year, like that's incredible. But yeah, I think it's still a good pick, but it's like you could have went with somebody else. But I mean, Bailey has the stats and everything to prove it. I think Reese has more of the potential, I want to say, than Bailey, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if you turn on the tape for David Bailey, it's insane. I mean, this guy, you saw I watched him multiple times against BYU, both the games they played last year. And obviously that Texas Tech defense was great. But when you can get an edge rusher like a David Bailey, if he's able to obviously live up to the hype of being a number 2 overall pick, when you can get an edge on your defense, I mean, it changes the complete schematics of your whole team on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, being able to have a guy who's a game wrecker like that is huge for a defense. So I think it's a good move. I think it's what Aaron Glenn wants to do. And I think at this point, you know what I mean? They need edge, obviously. But at this point, I think when you're this high up in the draft, you never go like right away, like schematic fit. You know, you take the best player. Your team's going to get better if you can go get a freak who's just going to, you know, absolutely change the game like David Bailey can for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And now we got, in our opinion, what we said here, the big domino, Arizona is on the clock. So this is the big domino piece, in my opinion, of where if they trade down, let's just say it happens, this can start the chaos real early because there's been talks the last couple of weeks that there's going to be trades, people trying to trade up, trade down. Arizona is one of the teams there, the second team that I've been seeing. I mean, the Giants are up there, but I think they're going to stick. I mean, Cleveland does want to trade down. And I would not be shocked if Kansas City trades up. I will say that, Charlie. It would be crazy, though. I've heard this. If Kansas City traded up and drafted Jeremiah Love.
Ooh, that could get interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely need for weapons. It's crazy you say that because, you know what I mean, a few years ago, you would have never thought that'd be the case. But I love Rashid Rice as a player. Got to add in that as a player aspect. Yep. But yeah, I mean, just there's so many things off the field.
Yep.
I cause issues with them. But yeah, I mean, it's getting apparent. Travis Kelce's 37, which is insane. I mean, he's definitely no longer the premier tight end in the NFL. Not much going on in the backfield whatsoever for them. So, I mean, they definitely need weapons. The defense has always been good. Spagnuolo is an absolute mastermind defensively at the defensive position. So, yeah, I mean, in order for the Chiefs to get back to where they've been the last, like, almost 10 years, you know, ever since Mahomes was drafted in 2017, they need to get some weapons on offense for sure.
No, absolutely. So, yeah, we got clock here, folks, to see where it happens. Kansas City, obviously, we just talked about. They could be a team that jumps up. The Saints could be another team. I've heard Dallas is rumored, but, like, I doubt it with them. It'll be interesting, though, folks, as we've gone through the first 2 picks quicker than most people thought. But while I have the Bears fan on here, folks, I have to ask Charlie about this here. Oop, we got Clappin in Arizona, so we'll see what happens just there if they made the pick in or not. You got 2 minutes left on the clock. But as the Bears fan, Charlie, what are your thoughts about the team? Are they going to be staying in Chicago? Are they going to be moving to no longer be Chicago? Are they going to be Indiana Bears to take over Fernando Mendoza's team?
Hey, man, I am obviously I would love them to stay in Illinois, in Chicago, even if it is Arlington Heights. I would love them to stay in state. But I mean, I read into it. The reason they were looking into Indiana, I think the Bears were asking the state of Illinois to provide help with infrastructure, roads going in. The Bears said they'd pay for the stadium. They would pay for the taxes, yada, yada, yada. They're asking a few things. I'm pretty sure the state of Illinois, I could be wrong on this, but the information I read, they were charging what they were going to charge for the taxes on building that stadium was 5 times more than what the Rams were charged to build SoFi Stadium. So you think California taxes are bad?
Yeah.
As a guy who's in California, I understand that. California taxes are bad. Illinois was doing 5 times worse is what I read. So that's why the Bears are like, this is ridiculous. We said we'd pay for the stadium. We just want some help with infrastructure. It was just getting ridiculous. But I don't know. I hope they stay in Illinois. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. If they move to Indiana, then I wonder where the Illinois state's gonna be. It's gonna be split up of Packer fans, Viking fans, and then you still got the Bear fans, and then everyone's man for themselves. Then,
I mean, realistically, if you think about I think the current drive to the Bears facility in I'm blanking where it is, but Hallis Hall is the same distance from downtown Chicago as where the projected stadium would be. So I mean, Northwest Indiana is ridiculously close to Chicago. I mean, it's even in the same time zone, even though the rest of Indiana is not, simply for that reason, because most people live in Northwest Indiana and then commute to Chicago for work. So I mean, it's super close, but it's just a little bit of politics going on there that I don't really care too much about. So I'm hoping they stay in Illinois, but I'm going to be a Bears fan no matter what. I can guarantee that.
There you go. And the kick is in. No trade here, folks. So we're going to see what the Cardinals do, folks. Do they take Jeremiah Love or do they take an alignment I had? We'll see what the commissioner says.
Ooh.
There you go, Charlie. Wow. All right, Charlie's bull take. You got it. You should have cashed in on it. You should have got the more than $10.
Dang it, man. Dang it. I can't in the state of California unless I want to use Kalshi or Polymarket, but should have cashed it in on Polymarket. But yeah, I mean, this is I hope this isn't another Ashton Jeanty 2.0 thing. I think the infrastructure of that offense is better. I'm not going to claim to be an offensive line guru. I'm not going to claim to be, a total expert on that. But I think what we saw last year from the Raiders would be pretty bad, tough to duplicate. But I just hope Jeremiah Love is able to at least show the skills that he does have. Because I mean, you watch this guy in football. I thought he should have been the Heisman last year. Truthfully,
I agree.
I was so mad. I was on a case for the longest amount of time. The Heisman race last year was weak. I thought he should have been way more, up in these conversations. He was ridiculous. I mean, he can do it out of the backfield, running the football. He's got great hands, freak athlete. I mean, the guy loves hitting Y. If he's playing Madden, he loves hitting the hurdle, going over guys. So I love Jeremiah Love. I really just hope, for watching him, B, potentially fantasy, that he's able to, at least showcase some of his talents, unlike what happened to Ashton Jeanty last year, a guy who kind of went in the same position. He went 4 last year. Jeremiah Love went 3.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jeremiah Love a lot. Where did I have him mocked? I think I had him mocked. Well, I had him mocked in the Titans. Yeah, I had him one team down. I mean, this is a great pick. I mean, you got the new head coach and Mike LaFleur now, so it's going to be interesting to see how they run. I mean, he's doing the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay offense system. That's been the case for many couple of years of new rising head coaches. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see of how this is going to fold because, I mean, last year was terrible, and that's with Gann as the head coach of like how the running backs were used and everything. But it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to run it because it might be like the Raiders a little bit, Charlie, because the O line is not great and you have the running back. So how the heck is he getting anything? Is it going to be, like you mentioned before, Ashton Genty again? Great running back, great product, but nobody to protect them. So like that's my only concern is you have to address O-line because they really didn't address it in free agency. So I think that's the number one need, I would say, for the Cardinals. Even though I agree this is a great pick, I think you had to take him here, but you have to address it here. I think that's the number one issue I have with the Cardinals right now.
They did go out, but yeah, I don't think they've addressed the offensive line too much. They did go out. I did make sure I looked up some of these before. They did they signed Tyler Algier, so that's a guy they can pair with him as well. So that'd be nice. You know, I mean, he doesn't have to be a workhorse back there. They got Isaac Sumalo. I'm probably pronouncing that name incorrectly, but go out, pay 3 years, $31.5 million, which I think for guard and those interior linemen, I think that matters more for like your run game.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and got Paris Johnson last year, so I think there's definitely a better infrastructure. I said infrastructure twice now. It's 2 vocab words. Twice I've used that vocab word on the O-line, and they've got good weapons. Obviously, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
You know, and then now I'm blanking. Who was the receiver last year who went out and was just absolutely insane for fantasy? Michael Wilson.
Yep, Michael Wilson.
Insane in fantasy those last couple of weeks. So, you know, he showcased some flashes, but, you know, I think Jacoby Brissett is a good bridge quarterback until they get their guy. So we'll see how they address that as well. But it'll be crazy seeing the Cardinals without a 5'9" guy running around in the backfield. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Jeremiah Love now hits the board here, folks. Your fantasy here, and already the Titans picks in, so we'll see what happens there. But that will get you some fantasy notice there, folks, as you got to take in consideration what's going to happen here with him.
Yeah. Now we got the big one. I think now my bold prediction also, this is outside of the draft. I think Cam Ward is a fantastic quarterback. I think he was in a really, really obviously tough situation last year. Like anytime a quarterback goes one in the draft, there's a reason. It's because they stink. Then obviously that showed last year. I mean, they had no weapons. So I think the best prospect on the board, when you look at it right now, is Arvell Reese. So yes. It's like, do you just take the best prospect on the board and kind of address some of the needs you have later on that offense? Or do you go Maiawaga? Is that how you pronounce it? You probably know better than I do.
I believe so. Yeah, Maiawaga, yep.
There's so many vowels in there. You know what I mean? I think there's 2 consonants into that guy's name. That's way too many vowels. But it's like, I don't think that's a reach whatsoever, but do you go out and get tackle and shore up that offensive line? But got Robert Saleh in there. So, I mean, if he has any way with it, he's going to want to address defense. And it seems they're already high-fiving and clapping over here. So,
they spent a lot in free agency, though, of like both sides, wide receivers, defensive side. Like, most of them are like guys you did not think were going to get paid a lot, but got paid a lot, like Wan'Dale Robinson, for example. Nobody thought he'd get paid a lot, but that happened. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, I would suspect O-line here is what I would guess on my board here, but we'll see what Goodell says here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I did not think they were going to go that position, Charlie.
You're about 2 seconds. You're a few seconds before me. I'm watching this on a legal stream, so I'm seeing the pick come through right now.
This is interesting.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Carnell Tate.
I did not think it was going to happen. All right, that's good news for my my Browns friend because he did not want Carnell Tate. So okay, this is I mean, I didn't think they were going to go wide receiver, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to give Ward another weapon or anything. So it's just interesting.
No, I mean, it was definitely weird. When you look at it and you're like, this guy's going number 4 overall, but he was kind of the number 2 receiver on his team. Now, obviously, if Jeremiah Smith was in this draft, he probably potentially would have been off the board already, if not already taken in this position. We're just waiting for him to obviously get those 3 years of eligibility. Even last year, I mean, he probably would have been one of the top guys off the board. So, but yeah, now Carnell Tate, I mean, he enters into this wide receiver room pretty much being like wide receiver one. And I think it's going to be great. Like I said, I love Cam Ward. I think he's got a ton of potential. I loved him when he was at Miami. So we'll see how this pairs out. But, I like it. I'm surprised Saleh went receiver. But
Yeah, same.
get some receivers out there in Tennessee. Get some, actually have this team be a little fun to watch, because last year was definitely not that way.
No, it was definitely not. It is interesting to see what they with Carnell Tate in now. Now it brings up to the Giants now here, where now they have both the option of the linebacker. Sony Styles is the guy that was mainly projected in a lot of drafts. Now you got Reese here. So now it becomes between which Ohio State linebacker you really want. Is it Reese or is it Sony Styles? Like, that's gonna be the great question. I mean, I've heard from the head coach Ryan Day, who you see more as a leader, is Sony Styles. So that's gonna be the question of what the Giants do here, because yes, you did trade Dexter Lawrence. You got to, I say you fleeced them, in my opinion, there in that trade. But it is interesting to see what you guys want to do in general here, because, I mean, you don't have Brian Dable anymore, who's now with the Titans, so he's gone. And it's interesting to see where they want to go, because it's like you can go anywhere with John Harbaugh and everybody.
Hand up, this is not related to the NFL draft. I can't stand Ryan Day. I think he stinks. I think he's awful. I understand Ohio State's been fantastic. Every single year he's been there. But, dude, even when they played Notre Dame in that national championship, first off, they blew the lead in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Notre Dame almost came back. I will never forget this. I'm watching that national championship game, and it goes to show you, like, Ohio State just gets dogs across the board. I mean, they've obviously got the money to go out and spend NIL. They've got dogs. People want to go to Ohio State. They want to play there. But they go out and they run on first down, quarterback run for a yard. Second down, quarterback run for 2 yards. It's 3rd and 7. They're about to kick the ball back, punt the ball back, Notre Dame, to have a chance to go down and score a touchdown to win a championship. And what do? Of course, Jeremiah Smith just absolutely burns some guy on the outside, catches like a 50-yard pass, and Ryan Day gets bailed out, wins a national championship. I think Ryan Day is super overrated. I don't like him. I have to get that off my chest. Any chance someone brings up Ryan Day, I'm getting that off my chest.
There we go.
Back to the draft. This could be Jordan Tyson. I also think
that's true.
People mock here.
I mean, that's what I was picking already. So it was interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they go that, because I mean, you need something else than Malik Neighbors. I feel like you need something like to pair him with, because Malik is just like we saw last year. Like, I mean, there's a lot of other things with the Giants, but like Malik going down, like you almost had no wide receivers. And yes, you did lose Wan'Dale Robinson, but you need like kind of like, I want to put like the Cowboys, even though they're in a unique situation with George Pickens and how that whole thing could go down. But if you get like what the Cowboys wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 was last year, and what the Giants might do here, that could be pretty interesting to see where this offense goes. Because you got Jackson Dart, who had a great season. Then you got Cam Scatterboo and everything. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do here. I have them. I take linebacker here, but wouldn't shock me if they go wide receiver. I really think defense they were ranked 28th last year, so that wasn't great for them. But they need something. They really need like something out here to kind of spice it up for them. And we got a trade, I believe, is on the board here already. Hold on. I think we got a trade here now with Kansas City Chiefs. I just saw the movement on the banner here, folks. I think we got a trade. I don't know what the trade is.
I would love if, like you brought it up earlier, I would love if the Chiefs go out and trade. I think trade your first round picks. You're obviously in a win now mode pretty much for the next 10 years, as long as Patrick Mahomes is there. Your first round picks in the next couple of years are almost undoubtedly going to be in the back half of the draft. If you can trade up and you want to get a guy right now, it's going to be a game changer. I think this is the year you do it. You had your bad year. You know, I mean, you're close to the top of the draft. If you want to make a trade and go out and make a splash, this is the year to do it. So if they want to go out and make a trade right now, I think it's a great move.
I don't know if it's Because what I see on my radar here, Charlie, like with watching on NFL Network, it's showing me the Giants pick is in, but it
Yeah.
says next is Kansas City, but the Giants are where the Chiefs are supposed to be in the draft order. So I'm wondering, did the Giants pick or vice versa, whatever? I don't know. So I'll wait and see what happens, but
All right, this is where I like the NBA draft better. Shams would have already told me what's going on. Shams would have told me who traded, what the exact trade was, and who they picked already.
let me try. I'm gonna go ESPN to see what happens here because usually Schefter has something up his butt and see. Let's see what happens here if we pull.
Here we go. Here we go. Trade. Chiefs get pick number 6. Browns get number 9, 74, and 148.
Oh, Browns trade.
Browns. So Giants are picking here. Chiefs are up next. So
all right.
If what are you thinking the Chiefs are doing? Are they going out? Are they getting receiver, or are they hoping to get maybe a Sonny Styles? Are they hoping Arvell Reese is still on the board? Are they going defense? What are they thinking here?
Ooh, we even got comments here. We got Matt, who will be on here very soon, folks. We got another Packer fan here. He says, asking about the Chiefs moving up to 6th now. Yes, it is made trade now, and Charlie just broke the news here. He's our Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport out here, folks. We got this. So, yeah, we got it here, folks. Charlie, could you repeat again what the trade was with Cleveland?
Trade official from the Adam Schefter Twitter verified trade. Chiefs get number 6. Browns get number 9, 74, and 148. So I would think 74, that would be the 3rd round. 148, that's probably 4th round. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Second.
Let me pull up because I got 2 computers here. So this is where I got my Adam Schefter. Well, Charlie's my Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport up here, but I
got the sources, man. I got the sources. The source is me. All right. Pick number 5. You're ahead of me. You've already got this pick coming through. Who we got here?
They haven't announced the pick yet. They're doing something on the. Oh, they're honoring. They're doing honor something on stage.
I'm clapping it up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Why can't I?
Hey man, anything's better than watching Roger Goodell in his basement make picks.
Fair point. What can we get?
I love this move from Kansas City.
All right. Well, I just saw the Giants pick on Twitter, so that one. I mean, not surprised there. So I'll let you have fun there, Charlie.
Yeah, you gotta fill me in on these. Jeremy's getting the scoops before I'm supposed to be the insider, and I'm the outside looking in. I gotta get my stream game.
All right. Well, the pick just came on my TV here, so I'll let you announce the pick here for us, Charlie.
All right. I'm watching it come through. I'm on Buff Streams. I'm at the office. All right. No one handed me. All right. I'm working with what I got here. Arvell Reese. Okay. Yep. All right. So, first off, I mean, I think this is a good pick. That's a very John Harbaugh-esque pick here. I think it's a good move. I mean, this is gonna be a big move. I think, especially we might start to see kind of the development of Abdul Carter, another guy who loves to not be able to let himself kind of peek into the player we all expect him to be because of all the weird stuff we saw on social media last year that he was possibly not doing.
Yeah,
all that fun stuff. So, but I mean, if you're looking at it from this, if Abdul Carter can be the player that people are expecting him to be, and you compare Arvell Reese on the other side, I mean, that's a scary defense. You trade away Dexter Lawrence, which I was shocked to see. Trade away Dexter Lawrence, but I mean, now you're just bolstering the exterior of your defensive line. So defense is looking good, certainly from a front 4 aspect still for the Giants moving in next year.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Why was Twitter not want to help me out? Okay. Anyway. There we go. So it's picks 9, 74, and 148. The Browns get. So 74, 148. Let me put that out here.
I think that's got to be 3rd and 4th, right? Or is that 148?
I want to say it is. Let me check.
148. Hold on. I'm gonna do real investigative journalism here. I'm gonna go 148 divided by 32.
I'm just using take
a 4th round.
Yeah, it is
Could be a
fourth
fourth round.
round. And what was the other pick? It was 90 or 70 something.
So that would be third. That's got to be third.
That would be. Oh yeah, that has to be third.
Yeah.
Say 74.
Third. I like that move big time from the Chiefs. I like it a lot. Like I said, you're expecting in future years, you're going to be in the back half of the draft. I also watched this YouTube video. I'll have to say who the guy is. I love his YouTube videos. First, sports YouTuber is Jeremy Hadler. This guy comes in second. Michael McKelvey, something like that. I'll pull it up here in a second. He did a great. He's a great statistical analysis guy. Did a great statistical analysis on the production levels. Mostly, what you can tell production is by like, hey, how valuable is that second contract that you get? You know, that's a good way to value.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, good way to it's a good league value of like how productive is that player? How much money are they getting paid? I mean, the drop off you get after those first 10 picks, not even, but like that first top of the draft, it's exponential. So, I mean, the value of being in where the Chiefs are in the top 10 and even moving up to 6 is a huge jump. It makes exact sense. I mean, the best players, no duh, but the best players are at the top of the draft. If you want to go get a guy who's a franchise changer, you want to move up in this spot right now. Whereas the Chiefs in the next couple of years, even though they didn't trade what I thought would maybe be some future draft picks,
but
they go out and they trade that and they're like, hey, we need to get a guy right now who's going to be a game changer for us, potentially what I would think is maybe in the offense for the next couple of years. If this is Jordan Tyson, if I'm Jordan Tyson, I'm praying my phone gets called right now. I am begging that a Kansas City area code comes up right now on my phone.
The only one I could think of, like, if they don't go offense, I mean, the projection was Caleb Downs was the pick. But then again, you have Sonny Styles, like you brought up earlier. I mean, they do need CB help after making the Trent McDuffie trade. They also lost their CB2. So I wouldn't be surprised because this is also where Washington and Saints are looking at defense a little bit. So we'll see. Let's see. He's just talking about the trade. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't disagree of like them trying to do offense. I just have the feeling that they might go defense just because of them losing those CBs. I think you have to do something around that. I feel like.
Yeah, I would agree. And also breaking news here. I'm gonna let this pick go through.
Do we have another trade?
No, breaking news. I'm changing streams to the Pat McAfee live stream. So I'll be
there we go.
I'll be on the same wavelength as you here. So
there you go.
Streams.
There you go.
That's the breaking development we have here on the show. This is what the people want to know.
There we go. All right. Here we go. What we got?
I saw the commission. Oh, Mansour Delane. Mansour Delane. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. I apologize.
I feel like you're right. Wait. I think it's Mansour. Like Sue Delane. I had him on the board where I had him going to the Bengals on this pick. See, he was a very high. Okay, let me put that down now. See, this is okay. That I was right on this position wise, because Washington was looking at it, Saints were also looking at it. All right, that's a very good pick, I will say, for Kansas City right there.
This is another probably Spagnuolo pick right here. In the same way where I was talking about, and you can look this up too, the positional value that you get in an NFL draft. I mean, it comes down to, obviously you can tell when a team's picking its quarterback at the top of the draft, receiver is big time, corner is big time, edge is big time, because when you can get a corner, I mean, look at the Broncos defense. When you can get a corner, you say, hey, this is your half of the field, lock down their wide receiver one. It is an absolute game changer for your defense. If the Chiefs think that this is their guy that can go out and do that on a week-to-week basis, it absolutely changes the way you run a defense. So that LSU defense last year was fantastic. Obviously, the offense struggled, which was insane because we learned Garrett Nussmeier was doing it with like a cyst in his back that was causing oblique pain. That offense was terrible. Obviously, works out for LSU fans. They fired Brian Kelly, and get Lane Kiffin in. I'm excited to see what happens at LSU. They've been booming in the portal thus far, but the defense was never the issue last year. If you watch those LSU games, they were great. So I think this is a good pick here for the Chiefs. Just being like, hey, we lost Trent McDuffie. Who they have who went to the Titans last year as well.
Oh, that was L'Jarius Sneed.
Jerry Sneed.
That was in the trade though. That was a trade. He got traded.
Correct.
I don't know. I forget the second guy's name, the CB2 for the Chiefs. I forget if he left. I know that, but I forget his name. I can't remember. But that does help. I mean, the defense did need something to help. I mean, obviously, Spagnuolo, like terrific job he's done. We've mentioned before, but
Yeah.
they needed something out there. I mean, Chris Jones, he's great at everything, but he's getting old. You got George Karlaftis, great player, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You do have some good linebackers, but the issue, in my opinion, with that Chiefs defense was the secondary. Like,
For
you
sure.
need help out there. Even with Trent McDuffie and all them, they still need help. They still needed that. So, no, that's a great pick for them. And now Washington is on the board here. They will be hosting the NFL draft next year, folks. But it will be. Who did I have Washington take? I had them take an edge with David Bailey. So I had them taking David Bailey here. So I gotta see. Sonny Styles is on the board there. I could definitely see him. He feels like a commander to me. Caleb Downs. I have a feeling it's just gonna be one of those two. It's gonna be Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles. I think it's gonna be one of the two.
I personally would love them to pick Mayoga. I apologize if people are probably mad at me. They're like, dude, you're pronouncing these names wrong. I promise I did my research, but I'm never good at pronouncing names. But I would love them. I mean, when you talk about Jaden Daniels and the way he plays, like it's can he stay healthy? Protect that, get the offensive line right. They definitely have a decent offensive line. I'm going to let the commissioners out here making the pick.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what we do here with the pick there. I do expect more trades probably tonight, folks. Just based on what I'm going to see here, I feel like we're going to see a bit more. The big one has been 15 in that area, with the Eagles have been trying to trade up in that area. I've heard the Bucks been trying to trade. So let's see what the Commanders pick here first, though, folks.
All right, Roger, speed it up, man. Got Jerome Bettis out there. I love that. I don't know who the guy on the left is. People are probably mad at me for no ball knowledge.
That's a wide receiver. No, wait. No, nope. I'm thinking of the wrong person. I can't remember his name.
We'll say it's Lynn Swan since it's another Steeler out here. Who we got? Sonny Styles. Interesting. I'm honestly very shocked. When you look at it, they go Sonny Styles. But here's the thing: they did. I say that, but I look at their signings. They go out and they got Laramie Tunsil, so they seem to already obviously shore up that offensive line. So you do that in free agency. Go out, get Odafe Owe. Big deal, 4 years, 100 mil. And now you go out, you get Sonny Styles, who's a freak of nature. I mean, this guy was insane to watch at Ohio State, making plays everywhere.
Yep.
So I like it. Obviously, the Commanders, a defensive first team with Dan Quinn as a head coach. He's a defensive first guy. So he goes out. This is probably one of his guys he really wanted. Goes out and gets Sonny Styles. So I like the pick.
I did too. I mean, you do have Luvu. You did sign the guy from the Jaguars, Lavin Chasen, I think it is. Chasen, I don't know. One of them. And then they also did get Owa, who I believe was the guy who got traded from the Ravens to the Chargers, had a pretty good solid season that nobody thought was going to happen. So I do like this move. It really, again, I said it opens up because he reminds me of the Micah Parsons of not playing like him, but you can utilize him everywhere. So I do like that pick a lot. They still can use help on the O-line, but they did assure last year with drafting Josh Connolly in the first round. You still have Sam Kasai. Tunsil, we knew you made that haul for him. That's going to be the future for you. I mean, he's an outstanding O-lineman. You had to make a trade for him, but it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, they still, I would say for the Commanders, like, you need to get a wide receiver. I mean, Scary Terry, great player and everything, but you need to draft somebody else. I think that's
Yeah.
got to be a key right there. I mean, running back, I just was not a fan last year of them trading Brian Robinson Jr. to the 49ers. I thought you could have used him better in the process. I think he would have not caused so many issues of what happened with the Commanders running back last year. It just did not exist there.
Yeah, old Bill McCroskey, Jakrowski Merritt did not exactly pan out how everyone in fantasy thought he would. But yeah, I think this is a kind of an anomaly in the sense of what I was talking about, where you go out and usually the guys at the top of the draft here are when you say linebacker, it's your edge rusher. Sonny Styles is not going to be a guy. He definitely can put his hand in the dirt and do that, but we saw it all throughout college. Like, this is a guy who plays, a true middle linebacker position. He can go out, he can do it. He's athletic enough to do it in coverage. He was good in the run game all throughout college.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely not a normal pick in the sense, but when you look at a guy like Sonny Styles, it makes exact sense. I mean, this guy was fantastic with that Ohio State defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you look at almost what Georgia was for a few years between that like 2019, 2022 area where you're like, oh, we need to draft a defensive player, just get a guy from Georgia. That's kind of what Ohio State is turning into now.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, both off the board in the top 10. Like that defense last year was insane. I think if they didn't have a freshman quarterback, that could have been a completely different way we're talking about the Ohio State team. But
had you had like a Fernando Mendoza kid or like something like that, you could have you won the national championship. I mean, you did win it like not that long ago, but like the dynasty would be longevity out here for them.
Also, we got butternut squash cards. First off, before I say anything, I have to ask, butternut squash cards. What's the thought process here? Where do we get that name from? Hey, ChatGPT, I'm not hating on it. I love it. I noticed it. That was the first thing I read.
That's an
amazing name.
That is Zach, our Browns friend, Charlie, who will be on later for us after the Eagles pick. He'll be coming on.
Please.
He's a GOAT Series legend out here. The story behind that I forget, but it just randomly happened. He loves butternut squash candy. He likes that stuff. So he just thought of it, and he's very big into sports cards.
Time out. I got two more. Is that butternut squash candy? They got butternut squash candy. We're making too much candy. We're doing too many flavors. There's too many flavors. What are we doing? Butternut squash candy. Oh, we got too many flavors, man. I'll allow blue raspberry, even though that's not a naturally occurring substance whatsoever. But if we're doing butternut squash candy, I'm drawing a line. All right.
Oh.
Take a deep breath. Release. Okay, Browns fleece the Chiefs. Really? I mean, here's the thing. In a sense, to move up 4 picks, you could say that Browns fleece the Chiefs. I personally still love the move from the Chiefs. It may be good for the Browns. I like it for both sides. Browns are obviously still in a rebuild. You need dudes. You need to go out. You need dudes. Also, great for the Browns because guess what? Now you can say, hey, we got more picks. Even if we screw up, we got more picks. We love screwing up the draft. You know what I mean? No one's ever mad about drafting back as a fan and being like, let's get more picks. So I don't hate it for the Browns. I love it for the Chiefs. But I can see from just a pure draft, like you look at the picks and you're like, oh, you moved up 3 spots, gave up a 3rd rounder and a 4th. Could be a fleece. So I definitely don't disagree with it. I disagree with the username a little bit. I'm going to have to get information on this.
The question's going to be now, Charlie. Well, obviously the account of the name, but the question now is going to be with the Browns. You have to execute because they've had the struggle forever about execution. You can go look up the meme online, guys, of how many quarterbacks you've had it gone through the last 35 years. They're trying to compare to the Chicago Bears, guys. I mean, besides now Caleb Williams, but I've said before, Charlie, here, I'm telling you that.
Hey, in polls we trust. In polls we trust. Hey, I'll say I'll give it to the Browns though. They have not had a pick for a while.
Yeah, that's true because it's Sean Watson.
They had Mason Graham last year, and that was a huge hit. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Fantastic for the Browns last year. Issue Greg Newsome previously in 2021. A fun fact: I played against him in Pee Wee football.
Ooh, nice.
Was not a great pick though. Greg Newsome Sorry, you don't remember who I am, I'm sure, but was not a great pick. He was really just kind of like a slot corner for them. Obviously, I mean, he was later in the first round, so it changes it when you're looking like 21st overall pick compared to a guy who's drafted in the top 10. But definitely was not a big hit. He's already out of there. They traded him last year. But yeah, I mean, they hit on the pick last year. They haven't had a pick previous to that for 3 years in the first round. But yeah, if they can go out, add another guy. But yeah, I do like the pick. Just or do like the trade. Just go out, compile picks. If you're the Browns, the more chances you have, the better.
Now, Charlie, did you beat him one-on-one of Greg Newsome? Did you?
Oh my gosh, no, dude. No, dude. He also junior year. I played him in high school too. They beat us.
Okay.
I didn't play him like sophomore or freshman year because I'm pretty sure he was like already on varsity. And then his senior year, he transferred to IMG Academy, so didn't get to play him his senior year.
Let me pull this up here as you're speaking of that, Charlie.
Look at that.
Got IMG right here.
Is that a blanket?
No, it's a towel. It's like literally a player towel, like an athlete towel. Like
yeah. Hey, just in case you get a little sweaty up here. Hey, people think podcasting is easy work, man. All right, we need a Gatorade towel out here. This is difficult work.
You gotta have it. It's also my lucky towel. Any sporting event I've now watched, Charlie, it's worked for me. It worked for me in March Madness a lot, and I won pretty big. Well, not big. I won. I was like 99% accurate, I will say.
Love that. Anytime you get to watch sports and be right is an amazing feeling. All right. Oh, here we go. I love this. Let's go. Get Tyler Shough, his guy, Jordan Tyson. This is a great pick. I mean, you want to talk about like a guy who's a speedster. They got rid of who am I thinking of last year? Number 22 got traded to the Seahawks. Blanking on his name. Rashid Shaheed. Thank you, sir. Got rid of Rashid Shaheed. Obviously, he's not even close to the same level of receiver. But he was their deep threat. A guy you can just be like, hey, go run vertical. If you got one-on-one coverage, go beat that guy. Jordan Tyson, great route runner, absolute freak athlete. I mean, some of the catches he makes are just preposterous. I loved watching him at Arizona State, mostly because I love Sam Levitt. Also, I think he's going to be fantastic at LSU. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to watch him at LSU. But no, love Jordan Tyson. Anytime I was rooting for another team, they're showing a clip of TCU. I had $10 on TCU money line in that game, big spender over here, and I lost that bet because Jordan Tyson and Sam Levitt just absolutely murdered me. But yeah, I mean, dude, if you put him when he was at ASU, if there was a one-on-one coverage on him, it was game over. You had to have a safety on top of him. You had to have someone there. He was a freak athlete who would kill you.
Yeah. And folks, we bring in one of the co-hosts from Pack Rats is Jeff. So, buddy.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good.
Jeff, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I feel outnumbered now, though. This is bad. It was
you got
one
Bears
to
fan
one
in the chat.
Bears fans. Yeah.
He's a Bears fan, Jeff.
Oh boy. What pick it there? They actually have a higher pick than us, huh? Isn't that? Or well, we don't have a first round pick.
We have Micah Parsons as our first round pick.
Even if we did, they would have the higher pick. I don't know if that thought occurred to me until just right now, unfortunately.
That's what I was talking about. Usually, as a Chicago Bears fans, I'm knee deep in mock drafts, but not this year. It's a very nice feeling to not be sweating and having to watch top 10 picks, looking for who our guy is. So I have not been sweating mock drafts. It's a great feeling anytime you're able to do that.
Just because they have a later pick and not as urgent of a need, is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly. You get to the later rounds. I'm not, you know what I mean? Once you get to the 20s and people are trying to mock draft that, it's a
drop off. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Big time drop off. We were talking about that as well.
It seemed like even this draft, though, after the first top 5 picks, it feels like there's a big drop off from or variation in a lot of mock drafts. But I don't know. I feel like the top 7 picks were somewhat expected thus far.
Yeah, it's been pretty much.
What's been the shocker to you? What's been your favorite pick? Anything like that? Any takeaways thus far?
I mean, I think the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love is pretty dumb, to be completely honest, because to me they're in that's not an indictment on him. It's they're in no man's land as a team right now. They just traded away their what was supposed to be their franchise quarterback. Like, they don't really have that many young building blocks right now. Like, they're pretty much in a rebuild, right? So it's like to draft a running back with the number 3 overall pick. I feel like they could have traded that pick and stockpiled more, or could have been offensive lineman, even some of the edge, but like one of the edges, I think would have been a better value in that spot, or just a more of a building block, right? If you don't have a solid offensive line, a rookie running back's not really going to do much for you, and you're gonna waste his prime essentially. The 3 to 4 years that he's probably going to be the best he's going to be.
Yeah.
That was my biggest takeaway. That was silly to me.
You make a Ashton Genty almost comparison there. We were talking about that a little bit. You know what I mean? A team top of the draft, you go out, you select a running back, and it's like, well, this guy doesn't get to do anything. He's just absolutely stonewalled anytime he tries to run the football. There's no other weapons. Defense is keying in on him. It's like, is that going to happen to Jeremiah Love as well?
Yeah, no, I think it definitely feels like that's going to be the case. I mean, we could all be wrong. I think it was similar to the Raiders with Genty. I will say, I feel like there's a little bit more hope around Geno Smith than there is around Jacoby Brissett in terms of it very quickly became evident that Geno Smith was not going to have a good year last year. He by no means was as good as expected, but I think going into the season, coming off of how relatively good he was with the Seahawks, I think there was a lot of hype that Pete Carroll being brought in and Geno Smith at quarterback. It's I think maybe offensive line was overlooked, but then that quickly became their biggest issue for sure. It seemed like their offense. I just feel like I remember seeing a lot of clips weekly of their offense basically being non-functional because of their offensive line. People would be circling 2 or 3 of their offensive linemen being these guys just completely did the wrong thing, and you can't function and complete a play if this happens.
Yeah, it was a mess. We got the Browns coming up here.
Yes, their pick is in, so we will see what Cleveland will do. I will guess O-line. I'm going to go Spencer Fano. I'm going to take that pick here as a guess.
Are you watching in real time, or did you just get that right? I think I somehow moved ahead of you with this Pat McAfee stream. I was previously.
Did I? I'm literally just seeing the pick. Am I right? If I'm right, I'm good. Where's my free $10 again? I should have said that, Charlie. I should have won 310.
I should have started making.
I was right.
I should have made side bets with you. Now that I'm ahead on the stream, I'll be like, "Hey, Jeremy, $10 is the Spencer Fano right here."
I think another takeaway too is just the Chiefs when they first traded up. I was like, okay, interesting to go from 9 to where they go 9 to 6. I think.
Yeah, 9-6.
But once they took a cornerback, I was like, oh shit, that's kind of wild because. They traded McDuffie away for a first, I believe, right? Not that first round, not necessarily that pick, but a first rounder they got from the Rams, I believe, right?
Yes, they got
that. So it's they basically just immediately flipped that, basically just swapped Trent McDuffie out for, in theory, a younger, cheaper version of him.
Yes.
And got a first round pick in the process.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. When you put it like that, that's a fantastic move by the Chiefs, especially because you think about it contractually for your salary cap, being able to have a rookie for the next 5 years, if he turns out to be what they're probably hoping he is at corner, that's an absolute steal.
For sure.
So I was telling Jeremy too, I love the trade because I think you mentioned a little bit, but when you talk about being in those top 10 picks, the value of those players being in the later half of the draft is exponentially different. So if you're in that spot as a Chiefs and you're trying to be in a win now mode for the next oh my gosh, the Giants already took a pick.
Giants already got their pick in,
dude.
Oh, well, I got news.
Well, Charlie, you want to put $10 on this real quick?
No, I'm not putting it on here this time. No. I'm gonna I'll go wide receiver. I'm gonna guess Makai Lemon. I'm just gonna guess that. If I'm right, dang.
I'm gonna say Francis Maiwaga. Oh, did I get it?
You got it. I thought that was the pick was gonna. I'm surprised. Well, I don't know why he didn't go before Spencer Fano. That's my question. Because Francis was the better guy, I thought, than Spencer.
Yeah, I won't claim to be a offensive line trench guru, but I will say, a lot of people definitely had Maiwaga over Fanu for sure.
Yep.
In a lot of the mock drafts, but I think this is a good move for for the Giants. They took Arvell Reese, right? Am I incorrect? I'm already messing this up.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, and it's like when you have Jackson Dart who loves to just throw his head into defenders and get hurt all the time. It's like let's try to keep him protected in the pocket a little bit here and shore that up. So another good. This is exactly a Harbaugh draft so far. We've gone out. We've got an edge.
We got trade. We got trade away with the
Packers
Dolphins.
Packers trading in the first round.
Dallas is on the clock.
Dallas.
I will guess CB. It has to be. Now
Has to be, he says. Has to be.
I'm telling you, it has to be here.
This man speaks with such certainty.
That's all I kept hearing from Dallas fans today. They just wanted what Shefty or whatever. What did they post today? Or was
Shefty's not telling me the trade details.
Ooh. All right. I got the trade details now of Garofalo. Dolphins get 12. Move one spot back, actually. 177, 180, just to give for pick 11.
Wait, so they swapped one spot?
One spot.
They gave
and
up.
They got 177 and 180. As we talked about before, I believe those are 4th round picks. When I equate to that, let me just check that real quick.
What?
Wait.
That seems
Jerry Jones disaster class once again.
That seems extreme.
Yeah.
Why can't he done this to the Packers?
Is this Caleb Downs right here?
I could, yeah, I could see that honestly.
They got it must be. I think Bill Clinton. They had him come in for the interview yesterday. I think he's making trades.
Oh, yeah,
I think Jerry Jones passed over.
I did see that yesterday. With Jerry falling down almost a little off the stage.
Yeah, thank goodness someone caught him, man. That would have been What do you guys think? Have you ever seen Jerry Jones has his hologram at AT&T Stadium?
I'm aware of it, and like I've seen like videos of it, but I've never seen it in person.
I've never
seen it. Have you seen it in person?
No, but I would love to. That would be so hilarious.
Did you watch the Netflix show? Like that came out last year?
Is it good?
It is.
Oh my god, yeah, it's made really well. And if there's equal parts of like you can laugh at him for being ridiculous, but then there's also parts where you're kind of like, all right, I kind of understand like why he's like this. You know what I mean? Like there's just like stuff that not like just. I mean, you know, he obviously is like a greedy old dude, like to a certain extent, but you just kind of understand like his upbringing and why he is the way he is, I guess, to an extent. So, and there's just a lot of, you know, the classic play like Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, like they're all like big parts of it. Like, and they do a lot of interviews throughout, and it's produced really well. Yeah,
very cool.
I have no. It's not something I would normally want to do to advocate for anything related to the Cowboys. So for me to like be like advertising this heavily, you know, I think that speaks to how good it actually is.
I might have to. I was about to say because in my opinion, I think Jerry Jones is just trying to like haunt AT&T Stadium for the rest of his life, building the hologram of himself in there. He never even once he's gone, he still wants to live as a Dallas Cowboy. So maybe I'll watch that and change my mind.
Did either of you guys watch Righteous Gemstones? Are familiar with that show?
I've heard of it. I know that.
It's like a Danny McBride. You know, he's like Eastbound and Down.
Oh
like
yeah.
Yep. So it's one of his shows. I mean, it's hilarious. Highly recommend it. But it's basically like a satire about like a mega church family. And at one point, like part of the story is that the mom like dies early on. It's not a huge spoiler. It's like happens like early on the show. But at one point, they make a 3D rendition that's like a hologram. That's like the Jerry Jones thing, and it's just like a very like funny scene because it's like they think it's like this innovative, great idea, and then their dad's like horrified at that they would like try to digitize her and like try to make money off of her essentially. So it's like just reminds me of the Jerry Jones thing. It's kind
is that
bizarre.
on Netflix as well?
No, it's on HBO.
Okay.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's absolutely hilarious.
I might if Danny McBride made it, I'll have to tap in. Big Danny McBride fan.
Adam Levine's in it too.
Ooh, okay.
He plays his brother, his younger brother.
Wait, Adam Levine, the musician,
singer.
Oh, sorry. Is it?
Adam Devine, the guy from Pitch Perfect.
Is it Adam?
Maybe it's Adam Devine.
Their names are too close. That's not on you. That's too close for me. Someone's got to do a Michael B. Jordan,
Oh,
Michael
man.
Jordan scenario there. Josh Allen thing. They gotta figure that out.
Yeah, not Maroon 5.
I was like, good for him,
Sweet
dude,
singer.
stepping into the acting sphere here. I didn't realize he had those
Comedy.
chops. But
Oh, John Goodman's in it too. He's like the
Ooh.
dad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great
No.
stuff.
I don't know.
you guys ever hear the story of Adam Devine when he told his dad he got Pitch Perfect and his dad thought it was a baseball movie?
Yes, I did.
No, I don't think so.
If you're gonna ever look up that interview clip, it's hilarious. He's
He
like,
literally thought he was going to. He thought it was like a sports movie, basically.
Yeah.
And he brought a glove. He was throwing catch outside the building. Jeff. He didn't think it was sing at all. Then when he shows up, he's like, "Where the heck's the baseball field or any of this stuff?" And then he starts singing randomly to a song, and he got the part.
Nice. I mean, that's great. I think he can sing, right? He does sing.
Yeah, he can sing.
I do love that kind of a flow of movies there. It's kind of like Cars, the Cars series, where it's like we got Pitch Perfect 1, we're singing. Pitch Perfect 2, we're spies who save the world. Pitch Perfect 3, we go back to singing. It's like the same with Cars. We start Cars, we're racing. Cars 2, we're secret spies who save the world. Cars 3, we're back to racing.
Wait, what? I don't know if is that literal? Like both sequels,
Well, it's
both
it's
Yeah.
switched. It's
both
switched.
number 2 movies are.
No,
Well,
it's so the third one is the spy one for Pitch Perfect. 2 is the Cars,
Okay.
but then it's vice versa with like Cars is 3 is like kind of going back to the old grounds. They want to do it all over again. Same thing with Pitch Perfect or Pitch Perfect 2. They want to do it again. So basically, it's just switch of like 2 and 3.
But yeah, they love just being like, hey, this is not our lane, but we're gonna get in.
Yeah, what? I did not know that. You guys are both very well versed in the Pitch Perfect and Cars
Hey,
I
franchise.
love those
It
movies.
has the Green Bay
Also-
Packers in it, Jeff. You gotta watch it. It's got Packer players in it.
That's true. Also,
Wait, which
Take
one?
this game
Just
through.
the first one, right? Sorry.
Second one, it has.
Gotcha.
It has
Okay.
the second one. It's got Clay Matthews and all them. All right, here we
Bakhtiari.
go. Bakhtiari. Who we got? I knew it was gonna be Caleb Downs. All right. It's a good pick by Dallas. I will give it to them.
You got to wonder, did they had to think this is where Miami was going to be going, right? And they just wanted to get their guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's had to be.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I don't know the point of that, but if you want the guy that bad and he's that good, I mean, it'll pay off, I guess.
Yeah, you gave up 2 picks, right, to get him?
Yeah, you gave a third and whatever it was. It was like third and fourth or something like
It
that,
was a third.
or whatever. What did I say it was? It was Hold on, let me just double check. Real quick.
I mean, there's a headline.
It was
oh, sorry, go ahead.
177 and 180. That was it. So I assume that was a.
Gotta
I don't
get the old calculator out.
You're supposed to be that Schefter here,
All right, I'm
Charlie.
doing 177 divided by 32.
That's how we do it. We're doing
Two
Joel
fifth
math.
round picks.
Joel Klatt compares Ohio State star Caleb Downs to Hall of Famer Ed Reed.
Joel Klatt is doing that because he's on Fox, man. They got that Big Ten connection there. He's just trying to hype up the Big Ten.
I feel like most people associated with Fox, like sports and otherwise, just usually tend to say like clickbaity things too.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I could go on a whole tangent about how sports is just a clickbait rates fest. If I go out and I make a top 10 quarterbacks list right now, and I have like Mahomes, Allen, Lamar Jackson, you'll get no numbers from it. But if I decide to throw Patrick Mahomes at number 8, I'll have 100, a million impressions because there's 800 people in my comments calling me an idiot. That's just how.
Right. Right. No, it's that's definitely the issue of how it's like incentivized right now.
Shout out Dan Orlovsky helping out his former, I don't know what you would say, like colleague. They have the same agent, saying Ty Simpson's the best quarterback in the draft. What big games has Fernando Mendoza won? I don't know, dude. How about all of them? Like, what are we doing here, Dan Orlovsky? So that's another one right there where it's the middle of the NFL offseason. He's got to stir something up. So.
No, I know people are. I know he's a little polarizing, but like I feel like over the years he's kind of grown on me a little bit. Like yeah, he'll occasionally just say something outrageous like that, where you're just like, dude, like we're not dumb. Like, come on now. Like,
It's the offseason, dude. They have to generate clicks in the offseason. You got to do something. I like Dan Orlovsky. I think he's good. And he watches the tape. He's smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're in the NFL media, like it's the offseason, you got to do something.
that's
You
yeah,
got to stir it out a little bit.
that's true.
So, but yeah, I definitely don't think Ty Simpson is the best quarterback in the draft. I think everyone can agree on that. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong.
We'll see if he goes top
First round.
or just first round in general, right?
Yeah.
Also, speaking of which, I didn't watch it, but I was definitely keyed in. Did Vrabel speak before the media before this
Oh
draft?
my god, yeah.
He did
That-
speak
I was
before the draft.
wondering if you guys already talked about that.
No,
we did
I
not talk
I
about
was-
that.
Dude, that situation is insane.
I've been on Twitter all day. Just
Yeah, he spoke and basically just kind of reiterated that he acknowledges that he wasn't acting up to his standard and he needs to be away this weekend for his family.
Yeah.
Because he's going to therapy on Saturday and missing day 3 of the draft.
Yeah.
The whole sequence of events dating back to the first picture that dropped is pretty insane, pieced together in terms of the leaks of photos and how she released a statement that was when she resigned from the Athletic, that was I stand by all my statements of innocence or whatever, right? Where she basically was just denying everything and
all
was
the false allegations.
I'm getting smeared. It's
Yeah.
it's girl, there has clearly a 6-year freaking audit trail of photos of you guys. How do you have the gonads to just be false allegations?
Diane Orsini, if you need anyone to talk to, interlock fingers with, or go to a resort in Arizona with, though, I'm here for you. If you need that, I will be the first person to do that. Just as a good fellow bystander, not for any other reason.
What is
Very nice, yeah.
What are we doing here, Dolphin?
But yeah, I can't wait till. Oh, okay, here we go. We got a pick coming through.
Oh my! Wow.
Dolphins go wide receiver, Caden Proctor.
No, so Lyman out here from Alabama.
Hey man,
Now
put
they
him out in the slot though. Throw him the screen pass.
Yeah, you got to. That's
Did
crazy.
we lost him.
I think we lost Jeff. I'll double check to see on that real quick. But we got Kane Proctor, Alabama. Oh, yeah, we got Jeff back. There we
Go
go.
ahead.
You didn't pull Mike. Let's go.
Wrong button, or did we lose connection?
No,
I think it was wrong.
I closed it out by accident.
Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah. So Kane
Caden
Proctor.
Proctor.
Off the board here, folks. We got the proctologist, as I like to say here. I wanted him to go to
Why would you like to say that?
because that's what every time I see Proctor, it reminds me of Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld, and he had the proctologist episode, and that just seems like it for me, Jeff.
What's it? Isn't that a rectum doctor?
No,
Yeah.
that would be that's a gastroenterologist. Gastroenterologist is the rectum doctor, right?
No, wait. A proctologist is a medical specialist focused on diagnosing and treating disorders of the lower digestive tract, including the colon, rectum, and anus.
Oh, never mind. No, it definitely is butt doctor.
That's why
So yeah, I don't know if Mr. Proctor wants to be referred to as the proctologist.
Hey, he's got
Oh,
a
he's
great
gonna-
base. He's big in the lower half. You know what I mean? He's got great legs on him. His feet are good. I don't mind proctologist as the nickname. It kind of
His
fits.
touchdown celebration is just going to be imitating putting on a rubber glove,
Yeah.
snapping a rubber glove on.
That's gonna
Someone
be.
trademark that right now. Jeremy, go trademark that right now. Get your bag, man.
That'd be great.
Don't let him take that from you.
That's interesting. All right, so yeah, Dolphins get a line as the Miami Packers, as I like to say, because it's Jeff Hafley's team and John Eric Sullivan's team now, former Packers. So Miami Packers are on the board, rebuilding after colossal, terrible seasons the last couple of years with Tua, Tyreek, Jalen, and Mike McDaniel. Now it's beginning of something. But Malik Willis is quarterback.
I have no idea what they're doing as a front office. They go out, pay all that big money for Malik Willis, and then they just decide to trade away just about everybody they got. So I don't know what they're doing, but it doesn't look
They
like
want
it's
to they want to
getting-
rebuild with a little bit of dignity, I guess.
Yeah,
But
can't be
on that
bad.
note, fellas, I gotta head out though. But good chatting with
Great
you.
to
And
chat
we'll
up with
see,
you. Great to meet you.
we'll
See you
see-
tomorrow,
Yeah,
Jeff.
nice to meet you. We'll see who the Packers end up picking, and hopefully the Bears end up fumbling their first rounder. We'll see.
We'll see. I said since it's all Packers got them wrong, I'll be in the chat. I'll try to get in the chat and just chirp you guys up a little bit. No matter who you pick, I'll say it's a terrible
You
pick.
could be our protagonist, antagonist,
Yeah, there you
protagonist,
go.
protagonist, right?
I'll-
Antagonist.
Antagonist.
Whatever it is,
Protagonist is
whichever
Forrest.
one
He's
we're going
the
for, I'll go for the evil. I'm going for the evil one. I'm the villain in the movie. So
All right, later, guys. See ya.
There, Jeff. Have a good one. And folks, that's Jeff from Pack Reacts, is one of our co-hosts. So he'll be on tomorrow, co-hosting as Pack Reacts and Packer Diehards. And Charlie will be our antagonist tomorrow, just chirping us up.
I'll play the villain role. I'll get it. I'll try to get in there when the Packers are picking, and no matter what it is, there's 4 letters that are being typed every single time. It's BUST, all the exclamation points, no matter what.
There we go. All right. So, let me fix oh, yeah. Sweet. That's the one nice thing I forgot. I can do ticker on this thing. So this is actually nice.
Oh,
I didn't
come
know-
on.
Can I do both? Oh, I can only just do one. Ah, well. Yeah, I can do one. Oh, well. It works
ESPN
out.
ESPN who?
Exactly.
ESPN who?
Exactly. There we go.
Oh, speak
All
of the
right.
devil, we got Dan Orlovsky and the Pat McAfee show here.
Oh boy, he's gonna
Give
hype
his-
up Ty Simpson probably.
Yeah, giving his tangent about how Ty Simpson should have gone number 1 overall. Oh, color change.
I'm trying to mix. I try to keep it up with like where a team's usual colors, so I can keep it on pace for us. So that's gonna try.
I like the teal. The teal is a nice color for the
Dolphins.
for the
yeah.
Dolphins. We are in a dark ages though of uniforms, logos, everything when it comes to the NFL. It's a
I mean,
dark ages.
Well, yeah, because they just who had their new uniforms. Commanders had new uniforms. Cardinals went dark of their uniforms. I think the Titans, but
Falcons.
they were Falcons.
Titans logo.
They were they have a new. Theirs is like the Houston Oilers logo a little bit like old back, but it's like lighter color instead of darker. I will say though, and they will
Yeah.
be hosting the Super Bowl in 2030. Came out this week.
Titans with that new
Yeah.
stadium.
Yep.
I've been to. Thank God they built a new stadium there, dude. Nissan Field was awful, dude. If you wanted to get up to the 3rd level, like
Mhm.
all the way at the top, you
Yeah.
had 2 options. It was one, use the elevator, which about 15 minutes before kickoff was about a 20-minute wait, which means you're missing kickoff.
Yep.
Or you could walk up a not even flight of it's like ramps
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way on the backside, which takes you genuinely a couple minutes. First world problems, I'll admit it. First world problems. I'm going to an NFL football game. I'm playing by having to walk a little bit. But my goodness, that stadium, they just built that on. They needed to make it bigger, but yeah, they needed renovations for sure.
Yeah. So they'll be having their new stadium out, which looks pretty good from what I've seen so far. I've talked to a couple people because people that don't know, I've already worked in the sports industry, so I've connected with a couple people in the ticket sales department. They've said that stadium is looking pretty good. I've seen photos of it, so pretty good so far, I will say, for the Titans.
It's in an amazing spot. I appreciate, cities that keep not to talk badly about my Bears and their relocation, but I appreciate cities, you know what I mean, having the stadium downtown. It's literally like just you walk across a bridge, you're right across from Broadway. It's in a fantastic spot, and they're building one right next door. So I'm definitely a fan of that as well. Good old Nashville down there. Jeremy, you ever been to Broadway?
No, I've never been to Broadway. In New York, no, I haven't
No,
been there.
Broadway in Nashville.
Oh no, I didn't even know there was the Broadway in Nashville.
That's like the famous street they got there is Broadway.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you can, I always tell people it's a thing you should do once in your life, because once you've done it once, you've done it a million times. I lived in Nashville for a little bit. Once you've done it once, you've done it a million times. You go to the bars on Broadway. You have a bar that has 4 flights of stairs. Every single one is playing a bad cover band that's playing Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, or something of the sort. And then you walk all the way upstairs. You get to the rooftop. You drink 2 drinks there, and then you walk down and you go to the next bar and do the exact same thing. And you're just walking upstairs the entire time. And then once you've done it, you're like, actually, I'm good. I don't actually want to go back to Nashville anymore. I'm done. So that's the Broadway experience there for you.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah,
We got
once in your life, I recommend it. It is quite the. It's cool to go and see it. They close the street down on the nights. Go catch out a Predators game too. Predators games are fun down in
they
Nashville.
are. I've heard that. Yeah, they've always been good. All right, we got the Rams pick is on the clock. Do they go wide receiver here, or will they not? Let's find out what
Jeremy.
Mr. Goodell says. I have a feeling O line could be the option here with like Monroe Freeland. I feel like that fits the picture for me, but we'll see what they say.
I'm just waiting for your face.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Talk about the first shock of the draft. Ty
yeah.
Simpson. Dan Orlovsky is hyped right now. Dan Orlovsky's losing it. He's losing it on the Pat McAfee show right now. His guy just went. Here's the thing. If you want to talk about, like I said at the beginning of the show, there is nothing better, especially for a quarterback, than going to the right system. You talk about getting Ty Simpson, who can learn behind Matt Stafford for probably at least 2 years, I would guess. 2 or 3 years maybe. Learn behind Matt Stafford. You're in a Sean McVay offense, which this seems like Sean McVay is going to stick around. There's always rumors of him leaving every year. But wow, I mean, I think this is a fantastic fit for when you talk about quarterback, the system you're in matters more than anything. For Ty Simpson to be on the Los Angeles Rams right now, I think that's a fantastic fit. That's going to do wonders for his career.
I mean, that has to come up with like Jimmy Garoppolo retiring, all that of like the rumors has been out there. So it's just, I didn't wait. Oh, Rams and here's what Schefter says: Rams called Stafford today to inform him that they plan to select Ty Simpson. So that's something the Rams at least did when the Packers and this very night 6 years ago, Charlie. They didn't say that to Rodgers at all. So that's one considered thing you could say for the Rams.
Dude, this is a
Wow.
fantastic spot for Ty Simpson. I mean, like I said, dude, I'm like, you look at Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bo Nix. I'm a Bo Nix hater. If I'm being honest, I don't think he's a fantastic quarterback. I think if he's in a different position, I think if Bo Nix goes to the Chicago Bears, somehow, some way, that happens. I think Bo Nix is terrible. He's a bust. I would hate his guts even more than I don't hate his guts. I shouldn't say that. I would hate his guts right now because I think he'd be terrible. But he's in a fantastic system. Sean Payton as your head coach, offensive guy, great mind, and then you got a fantastic defense. Bo Nix has been a great quarterback so far. I don't think he's great though. I don't think he's like, if you put him in a different system, I don't think he's as good. This goes for Ty Simpson. You put him in a great offense, get to learn under Matt Stafford, be with Sean McVay for a couple of years. I think this is tremendous for his career.
Yeah.
Absolutely tremendous.
It's just, oh, I thought they would have went like, I mean, they lost their one O lineman to retirement this past season. I mean, the wide receiver, I didn't think they personally needed a wide receiver, but that was the rumors heading up to here. Man, this is. I don't even think he should have been pick 13. I feel like you could have got him like late, like early second round, I feel like, but it's early. It's definitely early, so we'll see what this kid pulls out here. It'll be interesting to see what he does. And now the Ravens are on the clock here. So
I'm gonna take a bathroom break. And I gotta get the heart rate down a little bit there too. I think that's so great for Ty Simpson. I don't know how it is for the Rams or what you're doing is like the thought process.
I'm not a Rams fan, thank gosh.
Yeah. Why they like him so much, any of that. I'm just saying from a Ty Simpson perspective, that is so great for his career. Massive. I will be back.
All right.
I will be back. I'm gonna cool down and get my heart rate down.
Crazy, folks. crazy. Absolutely crazy, guys. Who's left on the board here? Ruben Bain. That's a name that's popped up. Who do I have the Ravens mock to getting? Let's check. Interior line, yeah, I do have Vega. I could see interior line right here to replace Tyler Linderbaum. I was right. That's who I had mocked. All right, so we got that all done here. So the biggest shock of the night has been the Rams taking a quarterback first round. Not a huge shocker, but the Rams doing it's a bit surprising for them. The rumor was Ty Simpson could have gone first round. I didn't think he was going to. Absolutely shocked by that. And now we got Penn State kid going here. That's a good pick for the Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion. Big. I know it. All right, Bucks on the clock here. I have them taking tight end. Yep, I got the kid from Oregon. I have right there. Let's see what happens here, guys. All right, we'll see what the Bucks take in a little bit here, folks. Let's see here. Alrighty. Almost halfway through the draft already, folks. It's going a little bit quick, I want to say. And I like that. Don't have to stay too long. This is nice. Nice vibe out here, folks. Folks, if you haven't already, please leave a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Appreciate it. All righty. Pick is still in.
We're back. Apologies for the delay. Had to get it's a little bit of a walk in this office, and I had to get some of this
All good.
delicious WeWork water. Not sponsored.
Hey,
Not
there we
sponsored by WeWork, but thank you, WeWork.
There we go. Pick is in for the Bucks, so we get it momentarily here. The Ravens did select an interior offensive lineman, Vega Alone from Penn State, who I did have mock in for the Ravens, so I was not shocked there. I mean, the Ravens have had abysmal offseason of where it's gone crazy, exciting, annoyed, happiness. It's like up and down for the Ravens. But in the whole process, I mean, you got Trey Hendrickson. Now you got your center, but he's not going to be Tyler Linderbaum. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes from there. You do have your new head coach come in with Jesse Minters, who I like a lot of great hire for the Ravens. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they do here this offseason, especially that offense. It has to get picked up there for the Ravens.
Ravens are scumbags. They did that on purpose. They just realized they could get Trey Henderson for cheaper, so they backed out of that trade. They're bad people.
There we go. You heard from Charlie here, folks. All right, let's see who the Bucks taking here. I reset the chat, but I'll tell Charlie here again. I have them taking the tight end from Oregon, Kenyon. What the heck is his last name?
Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah, that one. That kid. That's my pick. Although Ruben Bain he's a guy who's gonna fall off the board. I feel like.
Really, you think so? I bet he goes sooner than you think.
Where's he gonna go right now? Probably. No,
I think he goes sooner than you might think, Jeremy.
Probably right now. That's what I'm just looking at here.
I'm not
right now.
Sooner than you think, Jeremy.
Well, I mean, they needed. They did need. I will give the Bucks credit. They did need him. I mean, the question was off the field issues. There were some things that popped up, so that's probably why he went. I mean, a little late.
Also, like, do we care about how small his arms are? Is that a problem? I mean, the guy has some stubby little arms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean, you saw Will Campbell. He's got stubby little arms too. I mean, I think people obviously ripped Will Campbell last year big time. I think he had a better year than what a lot of like people just on social media will say, because he just had. I mean, obviously, like against top rushers, he got his butt handed to him. But against the vast majority of the league, I think he did a decent job. But that being said, I think if I'm a 22-year-old in Miami and you pay me $1 million and I live in Miami, I'm probably going to have some off the field issues too, if I'm being completely honest. Jeremy, have you ever been to Miami?
No, I've not. My neighbor goes to Miami. I know that. That's all I know about Miami.
Miami is a completely different. My brother lived there. That's the only reason
I
ended up in Miami. Visited. It is a completely different world down there. So I do not know how they're able to have, truthfully, a functioning football program paying 22-year-olds millions of dollars while living in Miami. Mm-hmm. Because it is a very pertinent nightlife, we can say, to say the least. So, but aside from that, Ruben Bain's obviously, I mean, if you watch him, like anytime you watch Miami play, like teams had a scheme up for Ruben Bain. Like he was one of those guys on the outside. I mean, I'm surprised, like previous to this, I thought he was going to be going a lot higher. He definitely fell in the last couple of months. But, if you can get the production, the arm side doesn't matter. I mean, he's a freak athlete. He's a massive dude who can move super well. Got great hips. He's able to bend that corner really well. I mean, it could be a huge addition for the Buccaneers. Doesn't have to go far either. He goes from Miami to Tampa Bay. Also avoids state income tax, which A lot of these guys got to think about, that they don't get to think about that, but big
Yeah.
difference in the amount of money you make if you get drafted to the Rams compared to drafted to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So
Yeah. So the Bucks get Ruben Bain here. He's not moving far away. And
No.
we're about halfway through the draft field already, folks, through the first round here. So we're on the pick 16, the Jets, and then Charlie and me of our division rivals are up next with Detroit and Minnesota.
ooh,
So
okay,
it'll
very
be
intriguing. I can't wait to call no matter who they pick a bust.
I
matter
have
who
a
it is.
I have a very good feeling if the Jets don't take this guy here, I have a very good feeling Minnesota's going to get their guy. I have a very good.
Who are you speculating?
I'm thinking they're going to take the safety. Where I have him, safety out of Oregon, Dylan Thyman. I think he is going to be the dream pick Minnesota wants to replace Harrison Smith. Detroit, they need O-line help, and there's still good O-line help on the board, but I think that has to be the number one thing because if Minnesota does not take Dylan, then he's going to go straight to Carolina. But the Jets, we'll see what they do here. Who did they? Oh, they took Dave Bailey. That's right. This is where you could take a wide receiver here with Lemon. I wouldn't be shocked here, but
Dylan Thiemann, if I'm not wrong on this, he was a transfer from Purdue. Yeah,
Yep.
he was a dog when he was at Purdue. And then Oregon, for you college football guys out there, got Coy Parrish this year from Minnesota. You talk about a guy who's going to be on draft boards next year, I think.
Yep.
Big name. He was a freak athlete at Minnesota. They tried playing him two ways a little bit when he was at Minnesota, but went out, transfer portal, got a bag from Oregon. So I also see this pick that came through for the New York Jets. Very intriguing.
Hopefully it's the guy I was just talking about, just to jinx Minnesota here, please. Come on. Please. Oh, they took Sadiq. I mean, he's a great tight end. I'll give him that, but I just don't. I mean, I don't get it with the Jets. I really just don't understand them a little bit. Like, I guess you're trying to run it back of like what Gino had with Pigs already in for Detroit. I guess it's like you're trying to run what Gino did with Brock Bowers. Like, still, like the Jets are the first Oregon tight end drafted in the first round since 1975. Charlie,
Wow.
Jets are making history, folks.
Well, yeah, I guess that's not surprising. I mean, I'm trying to think of guys who would be up there, but I mean, so now you get David Bailey with pick number 2. You go out, you get a freak athlete in Kenyon Sadiq at tight end later in the first round. So, I mean, it's going to stink for Kenyon Sadiq. I don't think he's going to. I mean, maybe he's a good safety blanket. I think Geno Smith, even though he didn't get to use tight ends too much last year with Brock Bowers being hurt quite frequently, I'm pretty sure Geno Smith is a big proponent of using the tight end.
He did.
I think older quarterbacks are. Yeah, I think older quarterbacks are always more adept at using the tight end, getting them involved. So I mean, if he can get schemed open some good ways, I mean that'd be nice for Garrett Wilson as well too. If you can get another weapon out there, allow him to not have to get double coverage so much. If Kenyon Sadiq can turn into a weapon for their offense.
Yeah. So now we got. Oh, it even does my ticker for both. Or no, it doesn't do my ticker for. Hang on, let me hide that and do. Oh, I gotta do my ticker for this. That's what happened. I gotta copy and paste it. Oh well. Yeah. So now the Lions are on the clock here. What you got? I'm taking here, Charlie.
Lions on the clock. We got to think. What are we talking with when we start talking positional value? The Lions. You look offensively. So we lost David Montgomery. I say we. I'm talking as on the Lions here. So we got David Montgomery's out. I think they went. Maybe sign someone, the running back.
I think it was Joe Mixon they got, if I'm correct. I'm thinking off the top of my head. I don't know. I feel like I'm right, but I can't remember.
Either way, offensively, like you're good. You got Sam Laporta. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown. You've got weapons offensively. Jared Goff's there. The offensive line has always been great. Even though they have had some guys retire. I think Decker retired recently.
And then you had the guy from Arkansas who was like trying to come back. He retired beginning, and then he just couldn't play.
Yeah. Also, it was Pacheco. They went out.
Oh, Pacheco. That's right. It was not.
Got in free agency. They went out, got Larry Borum, went out, got tackle, signed Rocky Sin. I'm looking at some guys here.
Rockus.
So they signed a center, Cade Mays, lost David Montgomery. You were thinking maybe Joe Mixon because David Montgomery went to the Texans.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Decker, no longer. So I mean, you got a lot of obviously transition here, losing Alex Anzalone as well. But I mean, I think it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Thieneman. Defense would be a good move here. I don't think they have a ton of guys safety wise. Obviously, I mean their defense.
They spent a lot. No, because they have Brian. Oh, they have Branch and Joseph. They do have those guys, but Branch is coming off a torn ACL from last year. Joseph he's a solid guy, I would say.
Yeah.
But there's been issues with him. Like he can't stay healthy. He's missed some tackles in the coverage here and there. So like that one, I could see it. I mean, I would say they need more help with like CB wise, but you can always move Dylan over. He can do that. He's a bit versatile. So you could always start him out as CB, then move him back to safety if whatever works best. I mean, they had the talk, I know, with like, I think it was Dan Campbell was saying they might move Penei Sewell over from right tackle to left tackle, which that would be pretty interesting if you move Sanu where he's been an all-pro at to the other side. It would be interesting if that happens here.
You could go edge. Keldrick Falk from Auburn. A lot of tackles already off the board.
Yep.
You've got Monroe Freeling from Georgia, if they want to go that way.
That's why I popped.
The best corner, I think, still on the boards, the corner from Tennessee, Jermon McCoy. I'm just looking at the best available here that they got.
Yeah, he was ranked. I had him going to the Cowboys because I kept hearing more hype about him coming up recently. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't got off the board. I would expect him. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they go corner here too. I wouldn't be surprised if they do hit him there.
Let's see, who do they got? Currently at their corner positions, they've got DJ Reed, left corner. Terrion Arnold has been solid, but yeah, I mean, you could definitely get some guys that are no world beaters that they obviously like have paid big money to.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, defensively, you could look to shore that up, but I mean, offensively, I mean, this offense has been great for the last couple of years. So you look at it from that way, it's like, yeah, I mean, if you're going to do anything, it's going to be defense. 2 years ago when they were obviously in the NFC Championship game, their defense was holding it back tremendously, but they shored it up at least a little bit. But obviously the team just wasn't as good last year with a tough division.
Yeah. All right, let's hear the stupid Detroit Lion fans out there. Boo them. Screw them.
No matter who it is, he's a bust. That's all I'm saying.
That's wrong with you there. All right, here we go, folks. We got the Make-A-Wish kid announcing the pick here. Alrighty.
Yeah, he's suited and booted. He's got his hat on.
I respect that. I'll respect that as a rival. I respect the fit. I respect the fit out there. All right, come on. Something not good. Something that's going to set the Lions back 20 years. I don't know. Maybe quarterback, maybe new head coach. I don't know. Something bad. Just something to screw up here, which I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been a trade in like this area here because this has been the rumor that it was supposed to have the trades.
We have developments. I will tell you, it's not a guy we mentioned.
Let's see. Come on, something bad. Come on. Oh, that's a good. Oh. That's a good pick.
Yeah, despite how bad Clemson has been the last couple of years, you can't deny it. They've got dudes up and down the roster. They've got some. They're obviously. I mean, any guy that's been. And you look at it when you talk about. I heard someone talking about this the other day. When you're talking about offensive linemen, it's still one of those few positions where you like don't really see. Or it's like not as beneficial. What people are saying is one of the few positions. I think it might have been Mario Cristobal talking about it at Miami, or it was some some either college football expert or someone like that talking about offensive linemen. If you're an offensive lineman, the best move for you is go to your school you want to stay at and you want to be at. Being an offensive lineman and developing a few years in the same system,
Yep.
they're saying is a lot more beneficial compared to like your other skill positions like that. You can kind of plug and play a lot of those different areas. If you can go somewhere, be a guy who gets developed for a few years under a good offensive line coach, which Clemson has great coaches, despite the recent play on the field. It's a great move for them. So he's been at Clemson his whole career. So I think he's a solid player. Like I said, I'm not gonna claim to be a guy who knows the film room in and outs of these trench guys, especially. So
all I saw from like when I was doing my research, I mean, he had disciplined technique. He's very balanced on his footwork. He's been a proven blocker, ready to contribute early on. Trying to see what else I have on. Yeah, very good discipline was basically the number one thing I got out of him from what I saw. And now we got Minnesota announcing the pick here. I swear if it's my person I said, oh boy, this is going to be fun for me as a Packer fan and Charlie for Bears fan here. Please, mess up. Yes, you messed up. Woohoo!
yeah.
They messed up.
Yep. This is a guy you're
messed
taking
up.
a chance on. This is like a guy who's not a guy on tape who is like a world beater, but just a dude who's like freak of nature, massive athleticism scorer, like kind of off the charts, ran like a 5-second 40, great broad jump, great vertical for a dude his size. But yeah, the production really just wasn't as great. Oh, CT scan on Tuesday. Surgically repaired bone in his foot, so also coming off an injury. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Jeremy?
I didn't even have Caleb. I don't think I even had him going. I didn't even have him in the first round. I didn't even have him like nowhere near that. I thought he was more of a second round pick guy. I mean, injury concerned me. I mean, the Vikings, they had to have a defensive tackle. I didn't think it was the number one issue. I mean, this draft is heavy on the edge and defense. When you got rid of Hargrave, who's now a Packer, so replaced with Banks here. So now you got to see, does Flores, and we all know Flores has been great, how well Caleb does. But I just don't think it was a good pick.
No, this is a guy. Yeah,
I think we survived this pick, Charlie, from the Vikings. I mean, the Lions, I think they got a good pick, but the Vikings, I think we survived from them. So I'm happy.
it's almost like in that situation, if you're reaching for a guy like a Caleb Banks, who I would assume most people don't have the first round grade on, why do you not trade back
Exactly.
later into the first round? If you're able to at least hear some sort of calls and start to figure out like, hey, teams don't, are like at least willing to trade up, get a guy they want. Why would you not trade back and stock up some more picks?
Yes, like we just saw with the Browns.
Yeah.
Or
Like
Dolphins.
if you have a guy, yeah, if you have a guy who you want later on, and it's like, I mean, like I said, I'm not in these. I haven't said this, but obviously we're not in these war rooms. We're not NFL GMs. We don't know what they're thinking. But from the outside looking in, you look at it and you're like, this dude wasn't going to be going off the board anytime soon, presumably. So,
yeah,
what's the reason to just take the reach here instead of being like, I'll slide back a few picks and still get my guy?
Yeah, that's exactly. So it is interesting what they did,
Big
but
win.
I'm happy. It's a win
Big
for
win
us.
for the NFC North, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm happy with that. And then we got the Panthers pick is in, and then we have what would be the Packers pick here, but the Packers selected Micah Parsons with that pick. So hey, works itself out. And knowing what Dallas probably will do, it will just be an edge. Just knowing Dallas, they'll probably just do that. Just say they got the better edge.
You can never go, it's especially when you're drafting from like a fan perspective. If you want to just appease your fans, you can never go wrong drafting an edge rusher. I feel like people are always pretty happy with that. Obviously, as long as you're not reaching, but
yeah,
they've gone out and they've obviously, I mean, their defense was atrocious last year for Dallas. You were talking about Dallas, correct? Yeah, at 23.
Yep, or 20,
Yeah.
20 with that. Yeah. So Dallas, I mean, run.
Wait, are they at 20?
20.
I'm looking. It says the Eagles here. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Do I have to refresh this?
Maybe a trade happened. We might need a trade, Charlie. I don't know. I just saw Dallas on the Dallas is on deck. Let me just check here real quick. Yeah, Dallas is at the 20 spot.
Schefter, bail me
Okay,
out here.
Let's just a trade. From what I just see, it's the 20.
Eagles trading up 3 minutes ago, number 20 to Dallas. Eagles trade. Eagles receive number 20. Dallas receives 23, 114, and 137.
I think I know who they're going to take. They're going to take the
Oh,
Dillon
and
guy.
a seventh.
Wait, so what
think-
rounds did they give up again?
So 114, that would be 32, 64, 120. Third round pick. No, 64. Jeez Louise. No, 98. Oh my gosh. No, 96. So this would be a fourth rounder because 96 and then plus 2 would be 128. That would be, so yeah, fourth rounder, fifth rounder, and a seventh for 3 to move up. Fourth, fifth, seventh to move up 3 spots.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Knowing how that's not bad. I have a feeling he's going to go after the kid from Oregon. That's because Blake Miller's gone. That was a lot of people from the Eagles kind of wanted. So it's either O-line, which they do need to address.
It's got to be. No, it's got to be because they need the Exciting Whites podcast back. They just lost Reed Blankenship.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean needs a podcast host.
Yeah.
Dylan Thieneman.
I just feel, yeah. I mean, it just makes sense to me unless the Panthers screw them up somehow, which the teams can't find out. The teams don't know. The other teams don't know yet. Like when they're in the war room, they don't know until like they announce on the TV. So let's see here. Come on. All right, offensive lineman. Okay, so now it's gotta be Dylan. If it's not Dylan, then I'm just gonna laugh at Eagle fans. I don't care.
Wait, have you seen the Panthers pick?
I just saw them now. Monroe Freeland just came
Monroe
on.
Freeland, yeah.
Which-
Go offensive tackle.
That's not bad. I mean, they did address it with getting after. Oh yeah, here comes the trade now of the thing. So it'll be interesting to see.
I do appreciate these teams, man. They have been drafting quick. We've had some back-to-back picks.
This is what I like. This is what we need. This more often. I can't stand like we've been in too long. All right, I'm gonna get the Eagles.
Wow, yeah, birds are already making their pick.
Yeah, they got the pick. Don't tell me that. I need to have hope, Charlie. If it's
We got to
Not
bring
Dylan.
back the Exciting Whites podcast.
wait. Oh shoot! Wait, I forgot the other O lineman's available. Max. I could see the guy from Arizona State. I could see the Max kid. He could get taken here, or it could be the shocker, Charlie. A wide receiver could be the fun play. Which, if that happens, this makes it more enjoyable here. I will love it if it's a wide receiver. I'm just gonna have fun, but we'll see if I'm
I'm
right
not
or
going to
wrong.
spoil it. I'm not spoiling it.
Come on, don't be Dylan. That's all I care. Don't be Dylan. That's a good pick.
I was about to say, you're not excited. You just said it would make it more interesting.
That's a good pick.
The
Okay.
Birds go out and get Mekhi Lemon.
Well, AJ Brown, adios, buddy. I guess New England's not going to be the case anymore.
Here's my thing, though, is like you look at Mekhi Lemon. What's the measurables on this guy? Mekhi Lemon
Let me
is
see.
definitely a shorter guy.
He,
Right.
where I had him going to Miami, so he's contested
He's listed at
catch.
5'11".
He's a deep
listed-
threat guy. What else? Separation go routes, which is what the Eagles need. He's a red zone guy, which that's something that Brown had. He's more vertical up street guy, so he's a deep ball, like basically kind of what AJ Brown is, but like a smaller version though.
My thing, though, is like, is this not almost the same build you have in Devonta Smith? Devonta Smith's great route runner. He can do it deep. AJ Brown was obviously that deep threat. I thought with AJ Brown being out, we were going to have the deep ball be unlocked for Devonta Smith, but I guess they're probably just saying Devonta Smith will play the slot. I mean, because that's where he excels at, being in
Yes.
the slot. and then you put Makai Lemon on the outside. But I guess Makai Lemon can. I'm not a huge.
I mean, it's good values, but I'll give Howie always does good credit with that. I always give him credit, like he always has good value, but we don't know how good the wide receiver is going to be with this class. So it's interesting to see how this is all going to play out because we know that AJ Brown's gone. We just know that, like, even with how he was lying the press, like he's going to be an Eagle, whatever, and like no. Now, is he going to go to the Patriots? That's been the case forever, but I just don't see that. And no way do I think AJ Brown is a first round. Like, you're not going to get a first round pick out of him. Like, no way. I just don't see that happen in my watch.
No, not a.
I see a second round
so?
pick. I just don't see it. No. Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. This is more insurance. So, I just don't see it. I just don't think he's worth that. If you look at his age, the way he's complained so much, like I think the value has gone down. I just think if you asked me 2 years ago, Charlie, about AJ Brown, sure, you're going to get a first round pick no matter what, but I think it's just going down.
I think his value has tanked quite a bit. I agree with that because it's like when you're taking that on, he needs to be going to a place where there's a great quarterback and a great system. Like you can't trade him anywhere because obviously a team like the Cardinals is just not an option for that guy. He would probably love that because he would just be receiver one. And they would just throw the ball 1,000 times because he doesn't care about winning. But he does want to go somewhere with a good quarterback. He wants a good system around him because he wants to be able to like get the ball when he needs it. But yeah, it is like when you trade for an AJ Brown, you're trading for AJ Brown, and that includes a player and that includes a personality as well, which is just that's another thing you have to deal with in your locker room. But yeah, if he's heading to a place like the Patriots, he knows he's the guy. He's going to love playing with Drake May.
It's just interesting to see. Honestly, like with Mike Vrabel and all that fiasco, it's just we got to wait and see what happens with that. I mean, like it is telling that he will be a Patriot. It's just now it's just interesting. Of like, I mean, we all know AJ Brown's just going to leave, but if AJ Brown stays, there's just going to be so much locker room issues. I feel like coming out there.
Also, fun fact: Diana Rossini deleted her Twitter. It's been evaporated.
Oh, gee, I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, deleted from existence. That happened about 2 hours ago, right before the Mike Vrabel press conference. So,
good to know.
Gone, but not forgotten. We can say that.
Yeah. And now we got the team that's hosting the draft in the city, the Pittsburgh Steelers. What will they do? The pick is on. The pick is in. So we will see what Pittsburgh's doing here.
Wait, I got to turn this up. Let's see. Are they playing Renegade?
They might be.
I thought it'd be Renegade. I thought they'd have some Renegade playing maybe.
No, they're playing Thunderstruck.
Now,
is that AC/DC?
Thunderstruck?
I heard Thunderstruck. I saw them. I'm guessing those people are AC/DC of like the people that are. I don't know. I'm terrible with musicians, guys.
I'm terrible with old musicians. I can tell you that.
That's the same. I'm both ways of new and old. Wait, I was saying here.
Wait, no, I got to turn on. Is it Renegade? Yeah, they're playing Renegade.
Hey, there you go, Charlie. Charlie knows his music.
No, that's just if you know, like the it's a big thing at the Steelers. I forgot how the tradition, it was some tradition started. Like some guy just started playing Renegade at the start of like the fourth quarter.
Okay.
And now, like whenever the Steelers play Renegade twice within a game, they're like 15-0 or something if they go double Renegade. I could be wrong on that stat, but for a while they were undefeated if they played double Renegade. So I knew they had I knew they were gonna be pulling out Renegade if it was an option. So yeah, they're playing Renegade by sticks.
Yeah. And then going real quick back to the Eagles pick, Charlie. So now they have Lemon, like again with how AJ Brown's situation goes. If Hurts does not have a good season, do you think he could get theoretically traded, or like he'd be gone, or like they want a new quarterback, or like if it doesn't work out for Lemon for like this season?
you don't think the Philadelphia fans are gonna be calling for his replacement if he doesn't play well? I mean,
Yeah, there
yeah,
was
look
people wanting
away.
him to get traded this past offseason. They wanted him gone.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, do I think if he plays bad next year, he'd be out? No, it'd have to be a like disaster class.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be terrible. What's his contract?
He signed a QB extension a couple years ago. I know that.
Yeah,
I don't know when it was, but he signed it. I want to say like 2020. I think it was before the first or after the first Super Bowl they did.
he's got 3 more years on the deal.
Okay.
So, yeah, he would. He's. I would say this year, the following year, I would say he's guaranteed. But then that last year, yeah, maybe a trade then, or that would be the time to trade him with
Yeah.
1 more year on the deal.
Yeah.
Potential. Oh no, potential out is in 2028. So they would have 2 more years with him before they need to take that 2028 year. Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens here with them and how that offense is run now because they got their new offensive coordinator. They still need O-line, which they'll draft and everything, but it'll be interesting to see. Well, we got the Steelers here, so we'll see what they Steel Nation picks. Maybe quarterback, I don't know. Could have been Ty Simpson, was the case for some people, but let me see here who they take. Oh, the O-lineman. Hey, I was right they take an O-lineman. They need that with who is the guy that's been banged up? Broderick Jones. He's been banged up, and they need another guy on the opposite side to help him out. So I like this pick. But again, like depending on the quarterback, we don't know, but I think it's a good pick though.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna make another. He's gotta make a scene. He's gotta make the offseason about him. He's gonna add the drama. He's gotta do it.
Did he confirm yet he's coming to
No, he's gonna wait. He's gonna do a pot. He's gonna get on the Pat McAfee show. He's gonna talk about
Bears still suck.
all this kind of stuff, saying he doesn't want to report it. He doesn't want the media talking about him, but he'll let the media stir up a story about him for months.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers loves the media stirring up about him.
Yeah. Well,
He's got to add the drama.
hey, he has his own Netflix documentary, Charlie. You can go watch that one too. It's called The
I'll
Enigma.
go on Netflix and I'll give it 0 stars out of 5. That's all I'll do. I'll rate it 0 out of 5.
It might benefit you a little because it shows every time he's lost in the playoffs. So that might benefit you of a 1-star rating there.
All right, you know what? Maybe I'll go on. I'll skip the good parts and I'll just watch him lose in the playoffs every time. And
they cover the 2014-2015 incident pretty well in that process, and a bit of 2020 a little bit, but that 2014 one that one was covered a bit.
oh no, they're showing I'm on the Pat McAfee broadcast. Steelers picked. It's just Steelers fans pouring out. They're like, yeah, the Stellars picked. I'm getting out of here. The Stellars already made their selection. I'm going to the bar.
All right, so Chargers are okay. So the Chargers, this is the first time we hear them tonight. They're on the clock. I have them taking defensive tackle. I think I said in my mock. I would not. I think. I mean, obviously, I feel like O-line. I think has to be it for them because like that's atrocious of what happened to them last year. Plus, they cut. What was the guy from the Eagles that was drafted by the Jets? I can't remember the guy's name. It was the guard.
Becton?
Yeah, Becton. Yeah, they released Becton. So now it's it's gotta be a trench pick, I feel like, for them. But
you've got Joe Alt coming back, which is huge. Joe Alt's fantastic.
And then they have the opposite with I can't remember the other guy's name. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. Oh, Slater. Rashawn Slater's good. He was banged up as well last year.
He was banged up as well. Now it's just trying to see. The D line was bad. Interior stinks, and the D line was terrible last year, like interior wise. Yeah. So it's really an interior look, but it's like determining do you want to go on the offense side or the defensive side. So that's going to see what happens here. And then the Cowboys are back on the clock next pick. So let's see.
Yeah, dude, interiors. I mean, you got Trevor Penning, notable draft bust. You've got Tyler Biadasz. I think he was a signing. Am I wrong in that? Let's see.
He was a cut. He was a cut
Yeah.
guy from the Commanders. He was signed though. I remember that. Oh, here comes the Chargers pick.
Also, are you playing music or is this my ESPN is I'm on an ESPN link.
I'm
I
on
just started
ESPN as
hearing
well.
some-
So let's see.
I was looking up a draft and they started playing Sunday Kind of Love in the background. I was like, Jeremy, you queuing up some music in this podcast right now? I'm like, what, you know?
Ooh, Edge. This is who. Okay, this is who I had mocked to the Bears. Akeem Mesidor.
Yeah, this is another guy where it's like with that Miami defense last year was kind of what I was talking. Not on the same level as Ohio State, but
Yeah,
I mean that Miami defense last year was ridiculous. I mean they had so many dudes. Their defense was just insane on both the edges with Ruben Bain and then Akeem Mesidor. So, you know, you can never. Once again, I feel like first round, at least to appease the fans, you can never be mad about taking an edge. And obviously, I mean, they've been pretty rough on the defensive line, as you were saying. You know, Joey Bosa no longer there. So
you have Khalil Mack you brought him back, but like again, he's coming up the age. Charlie knows it very well, guys, because he was with the Bears, how he was. So, I mean, Khalil, he's a solid player, I will say, for an edge of given his age and everything.
Yeah.
But he's going to start declining. You need to invest, and like you mentioned before, pass rush is not always a bad pick. It's like a good pick in my what you're saying.
it's a very Harbaugh-esque pick, I feel like. So yeah, you can't be mad at that. Miami defensive guy, you got to be happy with that as a Chargers fan. At least I would be at this point. So now I'm starting to get my eyes on the best available here.
Yeah,
Looking at who we got
your
coming
Bears
up.
are about up very soon, Charlie.
Okay. I'm looking. We still got Jermon McCoy, corner. Thieneman's still here. A Toledo guy, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Who is
He's the second. Well, Dylan hasn't gone yet, so he's this. That's interesting. That is interesting because Dylan hasn't gone. That is very. Yeah, because the Toledo kid, he's the second best. So, oh gosh, if Dylan goes to the Bears, I'm gonna get annoyed.
Here's the thing
that's
I'll
fine.
never be mad about. If you go ahead and you take a Toledo cornerback, I'm going to say, or Toledo defensive back, I should say, I'm going to say he's the next Quinyon Mitchell because that's the last first round. Was Quinyon Mitchell first rounder? Yeah. 22nd overall. That's right. That's right in the same range. Bears
same
going to
range.
draft the next Quinyon Mitchell. I'm gonna convince myself on it.
All right, you enjoy that, Charlie. Enjoy that.
Well, we'll have to make. If he goes anywhere else, I'm going to say it's a bad pick.
I could see Cleveland because they need bodies, as we mentioned before. They need bodies out there. Dallas. I mean, you already got. The heck was it? I just saw it. Got.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made.
I mean, the thing is, the Bears did lose. I mean, we lost quite a bit defensively.
They did.
So, I mean, we no longer obviously have Jaquan Brisker heading to the Steelers.
Mhm.
Kevin Byard's gone. And here's the thing, it was funny to see it when we were when the offseason was happening and all the Bears were losing all their literally their whole defensive players were all leaving. And it's like Bears fans are all mad about it. I'm like, dude, everyone complained about how bad the defense was. And then we got rid of our defense. And I was like, why are we getting rid of the defense? Well, because they stink. It's like we need different guys. We need to fill in some holes.
That was the issue too. With pass rush was a big issue last year.
Exactly.
I mean, you basically, I will say, the Bears really cut who wasn't good. You basically got rid of the bat. You kind of start from scratch. You still kept the good players left. The Bears.
Yeah, we lost Nashawn Wright. We lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson's gone, which I'm not mad about. Kevin Byard's gone.
I wish he stays.
He's a guy when he's on your team, you like him. When he's playing on a different team, you hate him.
That wasn't the case last year.
Yeah,
Christian Watson, baby. You had to cook him.
Yeah, I mean, so the defense was terrible. So I mean, we got rid of, obviously all those kind of guys, but we're bringing back Montez Sweat, obviously, he's getting older, but he's still very good. We went out, got Kobe Bryant, so it's great bringing in a Laker. Anytime you can do that, anytime you're able to do that. But yeah, I mean, we haven't made too many moves. Devin Bush, which I like, bringing in a linebacker. We lost Terrell Edmonds, so that's kind of the replacement there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's got to be defense, honestly, if I'm a Bears guy. But no matter what, I mean, I trust Ryan Poles. I trust Ben Johnson. Whatever pick they want to make, I'm all on board. So
I don't think he's done the best, is what I'll say of Ryan Poles. He's had some good moves. I'll give him credit for that. But there have been some obvious that he's not done so good at, in my opinion.
The Deo Adebayo signing still haunts me at night. That was a terrible signing. Grady Jarrett was not great last year as a signing. But the offensive line has been great. He said he wanted to shore up the trenches. So at least, he went out, he did that. So I appreciate that.
You lost Drew Dalman after this offseason.
That hurt. We went out, we did get Bradbury. So at least filled the hole in some way.
He's an all right. He wasn't the best, but he's an all right center. I mean, he went to the playoffs and everything. He was ranked not so good, but he was like average at best, is what I kept seeing.
Was he the guy?
He was in the Vikings.
No. Who's no, it was Dahlman, who he's always made the Super Bowl, right? I think last year was.
Who
was the?
Well,
go ahead. Oh yeah,
Cowboys get their maybe the next Micah Parsons, Lucky Lawrence, who, in my opinion, is terrible pick here, Charlie, because I had this guy in this is my first pick in my Packers mock draft for the second round. So this is a reach, in my opinion.
I saw him. I will say I did see him play. I was at the BYU UCF game.
Yep.
Definitely caused some their defense was pretty good at UCF. They were stingy for sure. They were obviously not great in the Big 12, but mostly held down by their offense. When you have Taven Jackson playing quarterback, you can't expect too much there. But yeah, he was definitely a problem for watching him against BYU. He had quite a few tackles for loss. But yeah, like I said, I'm never going to claim to be a guy who knows everything. But I do know the UCF defense was pretty good, and he was definitely a huge part of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he was. I think this is a reach, in my opinion. Like, I don't think he's worth it of where like he should be a first round pick. I think he's like an early day 2 guy, for my opinion. I mean, I love UCF, the school and the football team, but I just feel like it's a little bit of a reach for me, in my opinion, Charlie. Plus, they're trying. I knew it was going to be edge anyway because they're just trying to get back on Micah Parsons, which we all know how that turned out.
The thing is, I think there's just been so many edge rushers off the board.
Yeah,
it's kind of like if you want to get one of those guys, like you kind of almost have to reach a little bit at this point. If you're like, hey, we need an edge, we don't have a pick for a while. You could try to trade back, like I was saying, but that's always a little risky because I mean, you've had 1, 2, 3, 4 edges already off the board. Am I counting that right? Yeah, 4 edge rushers off the board. We just had 2 back to back, so they're just saying, hey, we need an edge. Let's go get our guy right now. But yeah, probably maybe a reach. But they did trade back. Oh, we said that. They did trade back, actually.
They did trade back, so
yeah.
That's not – yeah, okay. That's not too terrible. I just don't think – I don't know. I just don't think I feel like he just doesn't seem like the boom to me of like a player-wise. He just seems like a number 2 rotational guy because there's like a lot of things he has to work on his game. There are some things he's done great at, but I think he's a project guy, I would say, in my opinion. Like has potential like to do stuff, but like he's got to get there and got to grow and learn. I mean, he has fantastic guys to learn around from the Cowboys defense. Plus, they do have Rashawn Gary, so Rashawn Gary can teach Lawrence about how effort is shown, like he did against the Bears in the playoff game, which Charlie knows how that went. Not great.
All right. Yeah.
Not great for Rashawn Gary, but hey, we got a 4th-round pick out of that, so that's what I'm happy about. All right. Cleveland is on the clock here. And
Cleveland, hurry it up, man.
Charlie's team is on deck, but will they be picking the first round or will they trade back? That's the question.
Hey, I'm always on board with a trade back. You can always sell yourself on a trade back.
You always can. And
You
then you
can
got,
always be like, hey,
was it Buffalo's in the hole then, folks? So,
yeah.
yeah. So you
I always
got,
forget. I always forget the. Are you a baseball guy?
I'm a Phillies fan, unfortunately.
Ooh, no big deal. Cubs sweep, baby, sweep. Phillies have lost what, 8 in a row?
Something like that. It's not our year. It's just not
No.
our season.
8 in
I-
a
we-
row.
yeah.
Eight losses in a row for the Phillies.
Yep.
9 wins in a row for the Cubs.
Yep.
Jeremy.
It's only April though. It's only April, so we always turn it around. April's usually our bad month, but this is our worst month, I will say, about the whole tenure with our manager. So, plus we're getting Zach Wheeler back this week. I can say that. So that's one nice thing.
I watched the game. It was a fun game. Phillies made it a close one. Cubs walked it off, bottom of the 10th. Dansby.
Yeah. Dansby. I haven't really heard his name ever since he went to the Cubs. I really just don't hear his name that too often, I feel like.
He hasn't been hitting too well this year.
Gotcha.
But I mean, dude, the infield with Nico and Dansby.
Yep.
At second and short. I mean, it's just locked down. Nico Horner, just give him the Gold Glove right now.
He's good.
He's so good, dude.
He's good. And then you got a PCW too.
Oh, dude.
I like PCW.
PCA.
Oh, PCA. My bad.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I didn't want to correct you at first, but I was like, here's my thing on PCA. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know how good PCA is. We paid a bag for him, but he's had a good series against the Phillies. Went 2 for 5 the other day, 3 for 4 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play today. He pinch hit. He got out. But dude, I mean, once pitchers figured him out, it was downhill quick. Last year, because he was hot for a while.
Yes.
Pitchers figured him out. It was not good. So I got this one early. Casey Concepcion. I love Casey Concepcion. Mississippi State transfer, went to Texas A&M. You want to talk about speed? My goodness, dude. Casey Concepcion is electric.
I mean, they didn't. So I was right in my mock draft, Charlie. Except that I switched. I had wide receiver first and then O-line, so vice versa. I mean, you get it done. I mean, KC. I mean, I like his speed a lot. That's what I really stuck out to me about him. I mean, I think didn't he have like the fastest, like one of the fastest times at the combine, like the 40-yard dash.
Oh, I would assume so.
I feel like he was one of the top guys. I thought, or that's what I remember, or something.
4.43. Yeah, 4.43. Definitely a speedy guy, but. He looks smaller.
5'11", 196. Yeah. That's my height, that's my height and almost my weight. He's 20 pounds more heavier than me.
Yeah, I mean, he looks a little smaller on the football field when he's surrounded by a bunch of SEC defenders. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he's a good route runner.
Mm-hmm.
He's got great speed. I think this is a guy he can excel if he's able to move into that slot position. I don't know if he's obviously great speed. Yep. But I feel like nowadays, if you can get paired up with a good quarterback and be in the slot, like what Puka's doing with Matt Stafford,
absolutely,
that's where he can excel. I don't know the quarterback situation, how it's going to play out. You got Deshaun Watson coming back, which is a whole story within itself.
Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur, which seems to be – also, fun fact for you, head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Let me get his name right.
Todd Monken?
Todd Monken, Wheaton North High School alumni.
Ooh.
Wheaton North High School alumni right here.
There you go.
Shout out Todd Monken. My dad went to high school with him.
Nice. So you can tell. So basically, you have the inside knowledge of running the Browns, Charlie.
I have the fast track of. I will be able to say in like 5 years' time, my high school had a head coach get fired. I can guarantee that's going to happen. Because it's a tough situation to go into, which is why I would assume they go out and get a guy like Todd Monken, because I don't think any head coaches want to go coach in Cleveland.
Nobody wanted like Jesse Minter. He didn't want it. Like there was a bunch of guys interviewing for the job, and they were like, "Nope, I don't want it." After the first round, and the Bears pick is in. So we'll see what Charlie's pick is happening here. Last year, of course, they took Loveland, which we both thought at the time that he wasn't the guy. I still think I'm right on that. I think Warren was the better tight end in my opinion, even though Loveland is a Ben Johnson type, which has been a good pick. So I'm not saying Loveland's a bust, but I'm saying Warren would have been a better pick.
I was surprised at the pick, but I will go on record. What I said at the time, I said in Ben Johnson we trust. I said in Ben Johnson we trust. If he likes Colston Loveland, I like Colston Loveland. So I'm super happy with the pick. I mean, Colston Loveland turned out to be an absolute dog. And I knew a big thing within Ben Johnson offenses. He did it a ton in Detroit. Like he was a multi-tight end guy all the time. So you get Cole Kmet, who's a good run blocker, big body. You get Colston Loveland in there as well, who's now just a weapon on offense. Yeah, I mean, at the time, all I said was I trust Ben Johnson. I thought it would have been Tyler Warren as well, but worked out well. That's why I am here, and that's why Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson are making picks for my team. So that's why I'm not making picks. I think Tyler Warren still would have been great on the Bears regardless, but I think Colston Loveland just fit the offense and what Ben Johnson wanted to run more.
There you go. So, yeah, we will see what the Bears do. What are you feeling here, Charlie? What do you want? You want to go offense, defense?
It's got to be
D?
It's got to be defense, right? I mean, I'm saying this as a guy.
I feel like it has to be.
I'm just saying from a fan perspective, you look at it, our defense was atrocious. We lost just about everybody. You got to fill holes somewhere. Now, first round is always like one of those things. Obviously, even at the later positions, you can start going, hey, a little more team needs. Let's start getting some fits here. But if you got to do it, obviously, offensively, you love and you think he's great, then obviously go get it. I would love to get Emmanuel McNeil Warren here simply because, like I said, I can just make the claim that he's the next Quinyon Mitchell, and I will do that. I think it's
Dylan. They could go Dylan Morgan. Folk, yeah.
Dylan.
I had him going again, going to Dallas. He does seem like a Bear pick, though. I feel like,
dude, if you want to go boom or bust, you could go Cassius Howell, a guy who I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wrong. He had some off the field issues. Am I wrong in that?
No, I don't think you're wrong. He did have some off the field issues from my last remember. I don't think he'd be. I think there's a couple other people you could go with than him. He has good potential, but I mean, I feel like it's like TJ Parker is on the board still. Folk we just mentioned. I feel like those guys could definitely do it. I mean, Cassius Howell would not be a surprise. I feel like for the Bears, it just wouldn't be for me. Wouldn't be a shocker.
If you want to go boom or bust, I get it at this point, but
go bust.
Maybe
go bust.
Maybe we'll see, man. I don't know. I need to see this pick come through, man. I'm getting antsy over here. They're taking their time.
While Charlie's waiting, I mean, let's get Charlie going here, folks. We need Charlie to have some enjoyment and fun. So might as well, while the Bears on the clock, we need to play this for him.
Oh, I'm muting. I'm turning the volume down. I can't hear you. Anything you say, volume's off. I got nothing coming on. I'm turning up. In retaliation, I'm turning on the pet mic. Okay.
Oh, they got the dolphin.
Keep it down. You can do whatever you want over there. I'm not listening to anything. I'm listening to the pick right now. It's coming in.
All right. Let's see who the Bears take here. Do they screw it up this time? Please tell me they screw it up.
Chat, clip this. I want to see his face. Look at that.
That's a bust. That's a bust. That's a bust pick right there. That's a bust pick.
I just screenshotted that.
Dang.
I'm clipping it.
That's
Hey, I watched him. I watched this kid when he was at Purdue. Absolute freak. Started as a freshman, came in, had like freaking 8 interceptions. Probably that stat wrong, but he was an absolute dog at Purdue. He's got the glasses on, making a strut up there. We needed help at the safety position. We went out, and we got it. I love the pick. We needed defense. We got defense. My favorite thing about it, Jeremy really wanted him, and now the Bears have him. His guy.
Well, I didn't want him
Chicago
on my
Bear.
team, but I just didn't want him to be a Bear. That's all. I thought it was going to be
Bear
Minnesota.
down, Chicago Bears. Make every play, clear the way to victory. Bear down. I can sing louder than your background music. I know every word of the Bears fight song. That's one of my things. As a Bears fan, I feel like that's right for me to be able to do. I know every word. But with that being said, the Chicago Bears have made the selection. My robo-taxi, we have self-driving cars in San Francisco. So I'm going to go get picked up by a robot. It's 2 minutes away. Jeremy, thank you very much for having me on. Another year of the NFL draft. I got to see my Bears make the selection. So I will thank you once again for having me on, man. It's always a blast.
Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you coming on.
Goodbye to the Jeremy Hadler subscribers and crew. I'll see you
Thanks,
then.
Charlie. Oh, nice one. All right, folks. That's ended for the Bears of Charlie here. Bears get the pick. Great pick, I will say. The Bills are on the clock, so we'll see what happens here. Then you got the 49ers. Oh, we got trade here. Here we go. We got trade alerts. The Bills will be trading their pick. Ooh, okay. Who are they trading to? The Houston Texans. Houston Texans. Houston Texans on the clock. Let's see what happens here, folks. All right, I'm going to take a guess here. It's going to be Kane McDonald. Who will Houston be picking here? That's a good question, folks. Here we go, folks. Who are the Texans picking here? Offensive line. Oh boy, that's a Texan pick, folks. I didn't even have him. Nowhere on the board in the first round. So that's fun. All right, 49ers on the clock here. Almost done here, folks. So you've been live streaming for about 3 hours here. So that's fun. Another trade alert. Who do we have? Oop, 49ers to be trading their pick. Let's see who they traded to. Miami Dolphins. Let's go. Here we go. Three spots, you have a third round, fourth round pick. All right, let's see what happens here. Who will the Dolphins be taking, folks? It goes so many ways on this board here. Almost done, folks. It feels a bit earlier than what usual it is, so let's go. Oh, live streaming for almost 3 hours here, folks. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, here we go. The Dolphins. Let's see. Dang, great pick. Good pick, Chris Johnson. This is a very good. This is a great pick. Another trade? What the heck? Getting trades like every single time with the Bills here. Bills, where are they going? New England. Ooh, interesting. All right, the team that lost the Super Bowl to the Seahawks is on the clock. Let's see what they pick here. Pick is in already. All right, here we go. Bills are just trading back, just getting a lot of picks. Good pick. Good pick. That's a good pick for New England. That's a good pick. All right. 3 more pick or 4 more picks, and then we're done. Whew. Getting close, folks. Getting down to the wire here. Mm. Chiefs on the clock. This is back from the Trent McDuffie trade from early or from the season. Then they traded back. So hey, let's see what happens. I would imagine you get wide receiver would happen here. Hmm. Who do the Chiefs pick? Who are we taking? Who are they taking here? Oh, it is getting late. We get this pick already going here. It's been a little bit here. All right, come on, pick already. All right, here we go. Ooh, defensive lineman. Yeah, I see that. I mean, you need another defensive lineman to help out with Chris Jones. Plus, he's getting a bit older too. Yeah, it's a good pick. I like that move. I like the move for the Chiefs. All right, we got San Fran, Buffalo, and then Seattle to finish out the Super Champs. Season. Another trade. The 49ers just trade again. Oh my gosh, they traded their pick again. Why is the pick in that? To the Jets. Ooh, interesting. Jets making moves tonight out here. 3 first-round picks. Pick is in already. Here we go. Jets move up 3 spots. Chiefs take kid from LSU and Clemson from Woods. So you got the SEC involved here. That's good. All right. Jets, then Buffalo, and Seattle. Here we go. Come on. Who could be on the clock? Wide receiver, I could definitely see. I definitely see Zion, or not Zion, excuse me, Denzel Boston go to the Jets. I could definitely see that. I have a feeling he's going to go to Jets or the Bills. Just got a feeling. But we will see. We will see. Really take care. Oof, golly. Ooh, wide receiver, but not. Oh, that's good. I like him. I like him. He's a good pick. All right. Jets get on the board here with 3 first-round picks. That's, yeah, the famous catch he had against Penn State. Got Buffalo and Seattle. Here we go. Buffalo, what do you want to do out here? Who do I have mocked for Buffalo? Buffalo, I had them mocked getting edge. TJ Parker here. That's who I had. Yeah, edge could be a good pick for them. They really had an offensive power here for Geno Smith. Sadiq, oh, excuse me, and then Haley on the defense. Pick is in. Wait, what the heck does that mean? Timed on the clock. We have a trade? Did they make a trade? Tennessee pick is in. I guess they did trade with Buffalo. Who's Buffalo trading? Titans, what are you taking here? The Titans selecting here. Let's see. Ooh, edge. Okay. He was waiting a bit. And mocked the Cowboys early, so yeah. All right. One more pick, folks, and then we're down here as we about stretch here to 3 hours. We've been live streaming for 3 hours straight here. Then we'll call it a night. Then tomorrow I'll be live streaming with Pack Reacts on the Twitter by doing that for them. So stay tuned if you want to come out. If you're Packer fans, that is a stream for you to watch. You get to see our Packer fan reactions. Alrighty, finish out with Super Bowl champs, and then we can end it here. All right, Seahawks pick is in, and then we'll end it with the next pick being NFC West and the next one. So it's divisional rivals here for this pick. The next two picks, of course, with Cardinals and 49ers. Soon to be done. 3 hours we've officially hit, folks. Let's go. Last pick here. Come on. Finish strong here. All right. Finish it out here, boys. Seattle Seahawks, your Super Bowl champs, blah, blah, blah. Hurry up. Let's go. That's fun. This is great television. I love this. He's woken me up for this pick, at least. I love this. This is more effort we need out here. Ooh, running back. Interesting. The Kenneth Walker replacement, folks. Oof. Well, that'll do it, folks. We end the draft. Fun, exciting night. It was, of course. We've had our guest on with Charlie and Jeff on. Of course, it was fun to see. Obviously, my team will pick tomorrow, so it'll be a lot more exciting for me to watch, of course. But, folks, we appreciate everyone tuning in. It's 3 hours been in here. But that'll do it. We'll be on tomorrow night on the Twitter page with Pack Reacts, so stay tuned. But as always, go Pack, go. Have a great night, guys.